Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to play Dungeons & Dragons. You're watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with...
I'm David Wong. I play Nines at Tabaxi Bard, and my foot hurts.
I'm Nicole Bates, and I play Soria on Sewell, the Changeling Druid, whose feet are just fine.
I'm Greg. I'm playing Olseth Ralph, the Furbog Fighter.
I'm Alexis Bates, and I'm your trusty dungeon mistress. I don't have a feet-related comment either. I tried to come up with something, but didn't have anything.
I have to carry this whole place with my own feet, don't I?
That's why they hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
And speaking of feet, why don't you take an internet stroll down to patreon.com/DiceandDungeons to check out our Patreon. It's the best way to support it's the best way to support the show. And you can sign up for a variety of tiers with a variety of rewards. So check it out at patreon.com/DiceandDungeons. There's no feet-related content.
Yet.
Yeah.
we're no Nickelodeon, so.
Yep. Be there or be square.
Leave your digital footprint on our website.
Thank you.
And your wallet.
Your digital foot wallet. Yeah, good job.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
I try.
Yeah, the segue on that was beautifully forced.
I didn't have a lot to work with.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Are there any other things that are featured?
Wow. That was terrible. That was the worst.
Well,
Our highlighted sponsor.
Are we going to toe the line?
Oh, damn it. Our highlighted sponsor, who's been with us for quite a long time now, is Geekified. Geekified is a tabletop gaming store out of Vinton, Iowa that takes online and in-store orders for all of your tabletop role-playing game needs. By the time this airs, it'll have been out for quite a while, but they are sending us a couple of copies, the limited art Spelljammer books. So we're going to be doing a giveaway once we get those. I know that, unfortunately, a lot of the D&D community at this point hasn't loved Spelljammer, but I think it's one of those things where you just have to embrace how stupid it is.
To be fair, I don't think when Spelljammer first came out, it was well received.
No, it wasn't. It was one of those things where when they released it the first time, people were like, yeah, LOL, D&D in space. And then they did it, and they were like,
Oh, this is just D&D in space.
it's just D&D in space. It's just a setting. And then everyone at D&D was like, yeah, but you guys wouldn't shut up about it. And then they did it this time. They're like, oh, it's just D&D in space. And then the people at Wizards are like, yeah, but like 5 of you wouldn't shut up about it.
Yeah, but it's still fun.
Yeah, and now you can play as a hamster.
Yeah.
Which
Why
is
does everyone look at me when you say that?
I don't know. Why didn't we?
Campaign 2.
So we will be doing a giveaway for a limited art copy of the Spelljammer books. And I don't know exactly when that's going to happen. It might have already happened by the time this goes out.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Geekified, for your
It could be
continued
like
support.
Fours the hamster.
And if you want to support a local gaming store, you can head on over to their website, geekifiediowa.com, place an order, and they'll ship it straight to your home. And then you'll be helping out your local gaming store, which is a good thing to do because, you know, just buying it off Amazon kind of sucks. Thank you, Geekified, for everything you do, and thank you for everyone who heads over there to support them or your local gaming store, wherever they are. And with that, folks, let's roll. Welcome back, Dungeoneers. Last week, on Dice and Dungeons, when we last left our heroes' midnight brunch, they had continued their journey through the Drang Peaks and arrived at another long-forgotten staging ground for ancient miners. They had just peered through a set of open doors and discovered, well, at least Ulseth discovered, to his own personal horror, a giant centipede. And that is where we pick back up with the story.
Ulset very quickly closes the door again.
Either
All right.
quietly.
No, quickly.
Hey, Elseth, what's going on over there behind the statue?
There is a door,
Oh, cool.
Yes.
We knew that.
and on the other side of the door is a giant bug-like creature with many, 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 many legs
Like a
and giant pincers.
Yes, we get the visual. Ah!
legged snake.
Yes, it kind of looked like that, except it did not have a snake face. It had a bug face.
Is it friendly?
I don't know. Do you want to find out?
Sorry, let's go find out.
All right. I go peek my head through the door. Just a crack.
Okay. You see the form of a giant centipede.
Is it friendly?
It's hard to tell just by peering through a door crack.
But I have dark vision. Sorry. I don't actually have dark vision.
Are you the only one who doesn't have dark vision?
No, you don't have dark vision either, technically. We have goggles, though.
I do have those
Or
goggles.
glasses that we bought ages ago. Not that we really use them, we just use your sword to light the way anyway.
I wear those all the time.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Really? I never noticed. I thought
I just
those
thought you had green eyes now.
So, what did you see
I
behind
really
the doors,
like
Oria?
the idea of Ulseth at the big party, just with goggles strapped to his head. And also, everyone who's ever interacted, just sort of staring at the goggles, like,
I feel like swimming goggles.
why the goggles?
Isn't it kind of like the Met Gala? So, if anything, he was like the most underdressed person.
At that particular event, yes. But when you're like at a pretzel shop, it's like, I would like one pretzel. The pretzel vendor's like, okay, goggles. I like that.
Is every NPC just gonna refer to him as Goggles now? Hey, what's going on, Goggles?
So, you were not wearing
Got your
goggles.
daily pretzel right here.
So, Zoria, did you see the thing?
Yeah, it was a centipede.
Oh, is that what it is called?
I mean, that's what it looked like.
Can I talk to it?
Yeah, why not? Everyone can talk to it.
Okay, if I use magic, can I talk to it? Then can it understand me and talk back to me?
Would I know if a giant centipede is a beast type?
I mean, I think that you probably would. Yeah.
Given that other insects I know are beasts.
Yeah.
Can you turn into this thing now? No, it's too big, isn't it?
I mean, I could probably turn into a normal giant centipede, which I think is a CR quarter. But this is a lot bigger, isn't it?
Yeah. This is much larger than a normal giant centipede.
Because a normal giant centipede's like
yeah.
this.
This is like 20 feet long.
This is an abnormally large.
Yeah.
It's
This
an
is-
extra large XXL centipede.
Yeah.
And we have to determine if it's friendly or not. So could I talk to it?
Yeah, probably if you used your talk with animals spell.
Centipedes are beasts, and whatever like caused this to become
Extra big.
extra big, you don't know.
So unless it was like corrupted by some sort of evil energies or something and it's like type changed, then if it's just a big centipede, you can talk to it.
Well, do we want to try diplomacy then?
We always do.
Okay. I will stand by the door and go into the room,
Okay, sure.
and we will cast speak with animal. Now, how deep into the room is it?
Oh, it's probably like 45, 50 feet back from the doorway. I'll bring the map up so you guys can kind of see it. I'll reveal that for the viewers. The room to the right is where you guys came in. The room on the left is obviously where the giant centipede is.
I can tell with the giant centipede.
With the
right
giant
there.
centipede, yeah.
Well, I just used a spell slot, so I guess we can't explore the rest of the area now. Excuse me, giant centipede!
There's no response.
Is it moving?
No.
I go up to it.
So you go through the doorway?
Yes, I go in.
Okay, I follow behind Dines with my flamey sword out,
I
getting
will
ready
follow
for
as well.
trouble. Because you never know.
Okay. So you go into the room and explore deeper now.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do, the scene that's revealed to you is one of an apparent battle. There are barricades on the far side of the room with a fair number of, well, bodies behind them in a mixed state of decomposition. Some are nearly entirely skeletal. Some still have some fragments of flesh and organ attached to them. There's all sorts of weird, long since evaporated now liquids that line the room. Little smudges and spots. Dried blood of some things, and then dried something else of others. Most of the unidentifiable material rests around the centipede.
So maybe like poisons or some other ichor kind of thing would be my guess.
Yeah. Or its own internal fluids. Its version of blood. You're not entirely certain. There's a hole over in the corner that seems to have sort of collapsed in with rubble behind it. It's about the same size as the centipede, so you reckon that maybe that's where it came in through, since there's no other sign of entry anywhere else. There's also a door on the far side of the room on the north end.
All right.
Probably should have checked to see if it was alive before we
Well,
attempted to talk
you
to it.
speak with Dad. Well, you still have.
What information could we get out of giant centipede?
Why did it? What's under that hole over there?
Do we have 4 other questions you want to ask it?
Oh, what's it like being a centipede?
What do you think happened to Fervin? What is that skittering noise that we keep hearing all of the time that people tell us is terribly evil?
Well, that thing might know that.
While they're doing this, I'm ritual casting detect magic for a while.
Sure thing.
I guess I'll go up to its face. Is it mostly intact?
Oh. No.
No.
Like, the closer that you get to this, the more that it becomes apparent that there's really not much left. This seems to be an outer hard carapace. Anything that once made up the fleshy bits of the centipede, the actual, body of the centipede, rather than its outer armor, well, they have all long since been eaten or decayed.
So, Nines, what have you found out about the centipede thing?
It's dead. It's
Oh.
very dead. It's probably been dead for a long time.
Did you kill him?
What level am I still?
You're still level 5.
I didn't level up, so no.
So does the centipede have like a stinger or something?
Ooh, yeah. There's signs of pincers and stingers and all sorts of nasty looking stuff that are now on the ground.
Sort of decayed.
Yeah, I mean, they're mostly made of some pretty hard stuff, so they've stuck around, but whatever they had at one point been attached to is no longer there.
So how big is like a typical stinger that's laying on the ground?
About
2-3 feet.
like a 2 foot long,
How many are
maybe like a 4-inch diameter.
there? How many are there?
I'll say there's 3 on the ground.
I take them.
Okay, sure.
Do they look like they might still be poisonous?
Based on the condition, just at a glance, you don't think that there's any liquid poison, venom, or toxin still in them. But based on the condition of all the spots around the room, you think there's a pretty good chance there's some very dried poison, venom, or toxin in there. I'm only saying that because I don't have a clue like what centipedes actually have. If it's a poison, venom, what it is, I have no idea. So, whatever nasty stuff the centipede might have, it's dry, and there's no liquid left.
I think in D&D terms, giant centipedes typically have like a poison bite, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
While Soria is doing that, I go over to the other door. Is there a door there, or is it just an opening?
There's a door. Yes.
Okay, is
There's
it
a
locked?
door in that passage. No, it isn't locked. It too swings quite easily.
Okay, I quite easily swing it open just enough to be able to look inside using my flaming sword as a light source, and my goggles of night as my vision.
Okay. You find a room that's somewhat similar to a room you'd seen earlier. It is a room filled with pipes. This time, however, the walls are very clearly finished rather than natural stone or even rough cut. None of the pipes in this room go into a rock, yet still most of them do go into the walls and ceilings, making their way out into, you have no idea where. There's one pipe in here that does seem to be some sort of fresh air circulator. It's about 4 feet wide. It's huge, ducting, and there's a flow of very crisp, cold air coming out of it.
Mm-hmm. Crisp cold. Does it smell good?
Doesn't really smell much like anything.
Oh.
The thing died in the vents. Nice.
I mean,
So is this?
there's probably like a little rat corpse down at the bottom of this thing, but
So is this like a horizontal pipe, or is it a vertical one?
it seems to be a horizontal pipe into the wall. After that, you don't know.
Oh, so it's not one of those like ones that comes up and does like the little worm bend over.
Can I get into it?
Yeah, there's a metal grate over it, but I think you could pretty easily pry it off of stuff.
Yeah,
pry
like
it
a
off.
crowbar or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
attempt to pry it off.
It takes just a little effort, but you can peel this thing back, yeah.
So, you who are Zoria, and you who are Nines, and you who are Hulwin.
What? I'm in the other room. Magic.
Well, I'm trying to find a corpse I can talk to.
I am going to explore this fresh air pipe. I will be back in a few minutes.
We're never seeing Ulseth again, are we? Magic.
I start crawling up into it with my flamey sword.
Okay. It goes back about 6 feet and then straight up.
And then straight up, is there a ladder?
No.
I look up, do I see anything?
There is the vaguest hint that there might be light up there.
What you do is you put your back against one side and
I know,
push
I
up
have
with
to
your
push up
feet.
with my feet and just inch my way up all the way to the top.
And then slide halfway down and break your tailbone.
Magic.
You can finish now. You're good.
Oh, good. Is there any magic on all the skeletons and stuff in the room?
Do you know? There isn't.
Is there anything good on it? I'm gonna check the corpses.
Sure, you want to just go rifling through fairly like procedurally?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm also checking to see which one
Yeah,
has.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm looking.
We robbed the graves of the richest people. We might. I don't discriminate. We're gonna rob from the poorest people too.
I'm looking.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's nothing magic in this room. And the only thing that you find by rifling through the bodies is like 25 gold worth of random coins.
It's a lot of gold.
There's a lot of gold.
Well, this
It's
is a highly trained position, so
2.5 Wheat Wizards farms worth of gold.
so
Yep.
everyone gets 6 gold, and I get 7 because of the 9 stacks.
Okay.
I'm going to look inside the carapace of the centipede to see if there's anything embedded in it. And also see how thick its carapace is.
The carapace is about 3 inches thick. And there are some like hand axes, some swords, some bits of blades embedded in it. Yeah.
But none of it's magic.
No, none of
Okay.
it is magic.
So I further examine all of the pipes in the rooms. Are there any, control mechanisms or dials or indicators of anything, or is it just pipes?
It's just pipes here. Just seems to be a room that it's an access point to get at some of these things. There's
Yeah.
no readouts here. There's
Any valves?
no nothing. It's sort of strangely bare. You kind of get the sense that long ago this would have been a space where more would have been stored, supplies, and perhaps there could have been a purpose to having this place and access to these pipes, but its reason has long since been lost. Although it does answer the question of why a room full of long rotted corpses doesn't actually smell that bad.
It is pretty nice in here.
So, I come out, I report that there was a fresh air duct that went straight up for an indeterminate amount of...
Oh, you didn't
distance.
climb up it?
No,
Oh.
I didn't. So,
We should make Hillman do it. We haven't done anything in a while.
Well, the doors are on.
so yes, there's nothing else. So I go back in the centipede room, retrieve my 6 gold from 9s. Thank you for that. And
Crap, we gotta split it 3 ways.
go out into the original room where we came in, past the
Where-
statue.
What? Hey, I'm still looking at corpses here.
Were there any other pathways out of the
Nope.
pipe room? No?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Oh, I go back in. You who are Zoria, does any of this carapace material look to be useful?
Oh, probably, yeah. Why not?
Would you like some?
No. I mean, it's like icky and old and sticky.
Is it sticky?
I assume it's sticky.
Is it sticky?
There's probably some parts that are sticky.
See?
Yeah.
There's
I
some
mean-
parts.
Old bugs and things. Yeah, they get sticky. Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, do you want a bunch of carapace?
No, you are the one who knows nature very well. I was wondering if you thought it might be useful.
I mean,
If it is useful, I will cut you off some and carry it.
it's
for
just
you. If not-
exoskeleton. You can get exoskeleton off any bug.
Okay. Well then.
If we're just gonna start harvesting a lot of small bugs.
To get 3-inch thick. Yeah. It's gonna take a lot of ants.
So going back into the original room where the tracks came in,
Sure.
have you who are Zoria, have you checked this room for magical things?
Yeah, I look for magical things.
There are no magical things in this room.
So we have a natural tunnel and the continuation of the track through a door.
Was this the way that gets us to where we need to go?
Probably not the track.
Does the track go north?
Yes.
That's the way we want to go.
But this collapsed tunnel might have danger in it that will attack us from behind. Skittering thing style. That door is a door. So skittering things probably can't use doors.
You have gotten very good about doors.
I'm gonna just bring the images back up so everyone can see it.
So the doorway will maybe protect us from our behinds, but if there's something skittering, like another giant centipede.
So, is there room for everybody inside these 3 rooms?
Yeah. Yeah, you could probably fit your whole group inside these. I mean, the pipe room isn't super hospitable, but nor is it making up a significant amount of this space.
Well,
But the clear air will circulate the beam fire.
Yeah, that'll probably help with the output.
So we asked Joval to bring everybody into these rooms. We closed the door that we came through behind us.
Sure. You're talking about that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So now that there's closed doors on either side, do you want to explore this other thing then?
Well, I'm just thinking the small tunnel will be better to check out first, especially if we have
That
everyone
one
in
you're
here.
talking?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Because, we can barricade a door. There's not much we can do with a big open tunnel.
Okay. Well, let's go down that tunnel.
Are you good with that plan, Nines?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right.
I go ahead with Flamey's sword.
Okay. So you head down that tunnel, and I'm gonna copy that as I reveal this because I don't want to reveal too much. The tunnel twists and turns for a little bit, but actually ends up heading northward.
Oh.
And then you come to a room that has a small pile of rocks. It doesn't take a whole lot of figuring to make a guess that this is probably a burial of some sort.
Oh, boy.
Let's rob it.
Do I still have detect magic on?
You do, yeah. You don't detect any magic
Immediately.
on anything underneath these rocks. There's a little cloak. Well, not really little, it's like a full-size cloak that's been folded and left on top of this. Looks to be a burial of someone. It looks to be recent.
Yeah, so someone who is going through the tunnels and they died and their companions.
We must have really liked them if they actually put them into a
Is there?
bury them.
Yeah.
So I carefully look at the cloak. Is there any markings on it or names?
Yeah,
Or,
there's an embroidered name in the collar.
or could it be black with a silver talon?
Or does it have a symbol on there that we recognize?
There's nothing you recognize on the cloak. It's just a fairly nice cloak. It's pretty clearly handmade. There's a lot of imperfect little weavings and stitchings on it, rather than any sort of industrialized process. And there's a bit of embroidery around the edges, just to make a pretty pattern. And it's a dark blue cloak, and it looks like it's maybe some purple stitching to make the embroidery.
Well, I fold it back up again and lay it down where I found it.
Yeah, this was obviously not a rich person, so we'll leave it be.
We
So
could dig it up, though, and then ask them some questions.
we could do that.
You could.
Or we could explore a little further and see.
What's with your guys' aversion to disrupting the dead?
I don't have any aversion to disrupting the dead.
There's one more thing I'll add. I forgot in my description here. There's a fairly fresh flower that's been left here.
Do you have to...
I mean, you can tell that this has been like very recent, within just a couple of days.
Do you have to see or touch the body? Or can we talk to it through the rocks?
I gotta look up the rules on
I
that.
It
have
really
no-
just says that it has to be within 10 feet. And it has to still have a mouth and be undead.
Or
not be
not be
undead.
undead.
Yeah.
Yeah, not be dead and then have no one else have talked to it in the last 10 days.
I don't see anything in here that would restrict your ability to ask questions to an unknown body.
The question is how deep is it buried? Because we could ask it questions. It's whether we could hear it or not is another thing.
It's under a pile of stones, right?
Presumably.
What if-
There's a pile of stones here.
What if we just picked up the stones around the face?
Is that where it is? Okay, we can see if we can see its face real quick.
Yeah, we don't need to exhume the whole thing if we want to, because
Let's
it might
ask-
actually know, like, this is what the skittering thing is, because it killed me. You know, that might be actual valuable information for this sort of mission.
You don't need to convince me to dig up a corpse.
So,
I'm the corpse guy. I'm all about it.
I'm going to make my best educated guess at which side is the head side.
based on where the cloak was laid.
Sure. Yeah, that's fairly reasonable.
And just move some of the stones aside.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can see it, find a head.
You find a face.
There you go.
How recent is the face?
How recent is the face?
It's how recent is that face?
Oh, the face is
Maybe 37
Like-
years.
like the face is brand new. Basically, you've never seen this face before. It's incredibly
Oh, wow.
recent. It's a super recent face.
It's not
What
anyone we've met.
What is it?
the face that you see, the very recent face that you see, it is the body of a tiefling. Female tiefling, by as much as you can gather.
Okay. Before we cast it, we should maybe actually write 5 questions.
Like have a
Instead
plan.
of we'll ask who it is,
Who are you?
why they were in the tunnels.
Why don't we ask what killed you?
Fine. What killed you second?
And maybe we should have follow-ups based on that answer.
Like any unfinished business you want us to take care of? I don't know.
That can be our 5th question. Like any message we can deliver for you.
What do you think happened to Fervent? It's a solid 4. Solid question number 4.
Well,
We can ask,
depending on-
like, who
on-
are you traveling with? If we have
Oh yeah,
extras.
that way we should have that. So if like we run into someone and we have a name, maybe avoid combat
All right. Well,
or
then-
initiate combat.
and then we
depending
have
on
room
combat.
for one follow-up on what killed you. All right. We should be good.
Okay, so we cast Speak with Dead.
Ooh, we cast it.
Yes, we cast it. Well, we light some incense.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I'll pull out
put
my
that-
component patch.
And we light it. I'm like, we want to talk to you, and I do my little hand motion where I do finger guns at it.
You go, why won't you talk to me? And it will go, I can't, I will talk to you. That's your first question.
Answer some questions. Bang, 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 bang.
Pew pew! Kitty guns!
Okay.
So you've cast the spell.
Bean
What's-
cannon.
Yes, my bean cannon.
You've been bean cannons. What's your first question from your bean
Who
cannons?
are you?
Who are you?
The body shudders a little bit, and then the name Shalitha.
Shalitha.
I was Shalitha.
What killed you?
Oh, what killed you?
I was betrayed.
That seems kind of odd.
Attrek.
At
Attrek.
track.
Follow up.
Who is Attrack?
Who is that track?
Party. Companion. New friend.
Well, that friendship didn't last long.
Why did they betray you?
I'm running out of questions.
Yeah. Are you that desperate to ask what happened to Fervent?
A little bit.
No.
Unless you want to wait here 10 days.
We can wait 10 days. It'll be like beans.
I can keep making beans. That's what story is again like.
Why did they betray you?
Don't understand. Money.
Just money.
Uh,
Then explain why that they actually have a. Oh, we should have asked us how many other people were involved. How many questions we got now?
We have one left. Why don't you ask if there's any message we can deliver or something like that to that effect?
Is there any unfinished business you want us to do for you? That's good enough, right?
Yeah.
Bring me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, where? What?
Bring you. Well, I can't ask another question.
Dang it.
Just bring them.
All right.
All right. Well,
Into the bag.
we just throw the rocks off and toss them in the bag.
She wanted to come with.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Hey, we got a new adventuring party member.
In 10 days, we'll ask, where did you want to go?
Yep.
So
Let's keep
start
track of
keeping
the
track of
days.
that.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, bring her what?
Hey, you followed the rules and spoke somewhat cryptically,
Yeah.
and we asked, do you have some unfinished business? Said, bring me.
Maybe I wanted like a coffee or something.
Yep. Wanted either
They
something.
could have
brought
finished their damn
to them.
sentence. Instead, Olsef is going to take them literally and throw them into the bag.
Well,
We
Y'all lift
uncover
the
the
rocks,
corpse.
Open the portal. Drop it in.
I'll wrap her up in the cloak with some herbs to not smell so bad.
If only you guys had gentle repose.
Nope.
That would be a
But
great
That'd be
thing.
really
you
useful.
don't.
Yep.
I don't think druids get that spell.
No.
We'll find
You
someone once we. How much more how deep does this tunnel possibly go?
Oh, we've been in here for like 2.5 weeks.
16 days. This is day 16.
We should probably be pretty far through. By
If
now.
only we could ask someone about how far
Hey,
left.
Javal, how far are we through here?
We're pretty close, I think.
Oh, pretty close, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't like that, I think.
You
been
do
a
know
while.
your way through here, right?
well, yeah, it's been a while. I don't remember like how long is left. Like, we're in the right spot. You know, that centipede is new.
Wait, that's new?
No, that centipede has been here a very long time. It is not new.
But, well, new to me. Told you, it'd been a while since I'd been through here.
Is that just something that's just not very memorable?
Maybe when you're smuggling, you don't check every single door.
What's the point of adventuring?
It's not
There's loot
adventuring,
everywhere.
it's
Well, that
smuggling.
actually explains why we can keep finding loot then.
Yeah. Most people are like smugglers. Just keep your head down, get through quick.
This is my job. I'm just gonna go through.
Yeah, they're not being paid to do extra
They
work.
quiet quitted their band.
Are we being paid for this?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just got 6 gold.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I am not going through one door I don't need to on this stupid smuggling job. I don't get paid to go through that door. I'm not going
Inviting
through
risk. Yeah.
it. I love that
So-
quiet quitting is just
Doing your job.
doing your job.
Now that we have uncovered the Bring Me corpse, which is either something was supposed to be brought to it or it's supposed to be brought to
We'll
something.
find out. And
If it wanted
find out
something,
later.
it would have told us.
Maybe?
How is Shalitha spelled?
Like, unless we ask that.
Pretty phonetically. SHALI-THA.
Unless we ask that question about 9 minutes and 50 seconds into that spell, and it just ran out. Was that the case?
You don't think so?
Yeah, I don't think so. It's probably fine. We're just,
Maybe it just didn't want to be buried in a cave.
I just really hope no one like captures us and just like empties our bag of holding.
It says, "Oh,
Or
why do you have Shalitha?"
the customs agents and Glindring as we walk into the city. It's just like, we have to check your bag.
Anything to declare?
I got a corpse in here.
We got an ironwood desk and a corpse.
All right. Did you purchase any alcohol or tobacco?
Purchase? No.
So I explore the rest of the room. What else is here besides
Are
the
there-
now
yeah.
empty?
Is there any other way out or yeah?
Yes. The pathway does continue on beyond the small pile of rocks where Shalitha was buried.
Okay, north.
Yes, it continues northward.
Okay, I continue to move northward.
Okay.
Similarly equipped.
As the path stretches on, it comes to a room with a little, well, I'll call it a cluster of ponds and pools. Most of these pools are, at most, a foot or two deep. You can see straight to the bottom. More often than not, they're just an inch or two. The water itself doesn't appear to be stagnant, however, which is a little unsurprising. Or a little surprising, excuse me.
So are any of these rimmy worthy?
Well,
Yeah, is there a deep
let's-
one?
There are no particularly deep pools here. Like I said, the deepest is like about 2 feet deep.
I'll stick my face in and go. Strong granny?
No response.
Well, is there anything cool in any of them? Some shiny, glimmery item?
No glimmery item, but sorry, as you stick your face in it, you actually feel like the water's kind of like pulling down a bit on it. It's running over your face and going down.
There's like a current
Yeah,
heading
there seems to
down.
be like a very gentle current. You know how if you fill a tub and it drains and you can see the little tiny whirlpool that forms. And there's just the gentlest tug that you can feel if you put your hand near it or your toes or something. It's sort of like that. And as you pull out of the water, you notice that there is just a little bit of a whirlpool in pretty much every one of these things.
Water's haunted. It tried to pull my face off.
With
Is your
like
detect
those weird
magic
hand
still on?
thingies?
No, what? What'd you say?
Is
Also?
your detect magic still on?
I don't know. Is my detect magic still going?
It hasn't been very
We
long.
spent some we spent some time talking to a body and
We did.
preparing it. It's 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think your detect magic is
There's,
worn off by now.
There's little holes in the bottom, and it's draining out. It seems like.
If it's draining out, why is it not gone?
I don't know. So did I actually see a hole, or was there just a little whirlpool?
You didn't see any sort of hole, but you did see a little whirlpool.
Also,
you
poke it with your
notice
stick. Or pipe, whatever.
Well, I do have my pipe. And I also have a stick.
Maybe it's like a
uh,
little water elemental.
I carefully probe it with my 6 feet of pink pipe, not wanting to risk my Tundra large walking stick, which is very precious.
Okay. You poke it with a pipe. It disturbs sort of the swirl in the center for a moment, but then it resumes. Nothing else happens.
I'm gonna take my
Put your back into it, Tolseth.
You want my put my back into the pool?
You're gonna take your what?
I want to take my teacup from the magic shop and try and scoop out the whirlpool.
Well, you can scoop the water out of the whirlpool.
So it's not like magic.
It is not a magical whirlpool.
Okay. Well, that's why I was like, I'm trying to see if this is magic or if it's like a natural occurring thing. I was just seeing if it would come up.
The whirlpool seems to be a naturally occurring
Something
thing,
local
or,
to the bottom of the pool itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now you have a cup of water.
Yeah.
I go to one of those.
You feel really good when you drink it. It's quite refreshing.
Oh, this water's pretty good.
Ooh, I'll take my mug and get some water. This is pretty good water.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I do with my teacup as well.
No wisdom saves at all.
no,
Nice.
no. So you all take a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roll some.
Now that we've established that, I need you all to make no. Actually, you all have advantage on your next ability check or attack roll.
Let's pick a fight.
So it's very specific. The next one you do, you have that.
I fill my water skin with this water.
Okay.
Okay. Where else can we go?
I thought I saw on the map there was like two
There are
exits.
two exits, one kind of like southwest and one northeast.
Yes, that is correct.
Well,
Let's go south.
yeah, the south one might connect to the door.
Mm-hmm. Let's find out.
Okay. You travel southward. And you do indeed find the tracks once more.
On the other side.
On
of
the other
door.
side of the door,
Nice.
north down the path, there is a large pile of rocks
Yeah.
blocking the way further. You see what is locked this door here is a bar.
This
Yeah,
door's
let's
locked. We never tested it.
Yeah, well, let's unlock the door. And then just lock it on the other side.
After we leave.
Wait, what? How is it like a giant metal bar sort of thing?
Well, no, it's just like a wood.
Oh, like a wood beam.
We'll
Yes,
still
it's
make
a wood beam.
Olsef do it.
Well, Seth, free wood beam.
I already have a pipe, but I will
okay.
I will unlock the door.
Okay.
Nice picking the
You take off the timber and
It took me less than 5 minutes.
toss it to the side. Now you
Well,
can
okay,
make your
that
way
was
back through.
kind of mean, but
We'll pop our head in. Anything bad happened yet?
No, nothing bad happened.
Let's go to the meow meow.
excuse me.
Yeah, we're having, really good day. It's nice to not be choked by your own fart gas. We didn't realize how bad that smelled. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I closed the door.
Ever since we gave them seaweed, it smells extra salty.
That
And,
smells like methane and fish.
Best of both worlds. What?
It looks like there's an opening over to the left, past or next to the rubble pile.
Yes, you are correct.
So we have a north path and a west path.
Should we tell them that there's water there? Or they have plenty of water?
I've been making a lot of water.
Okay. Do you want to go up the tracks and then left, or do you want to explore the rest of this cavern system
Oh.
past the ponds?
Nine's choice.
Why is it my choice?
Because then you're at fault. if
Oh,
it's
okay, let's
bad.
go past the water then.
So up north and to the east.
North and to the east. Very well.
Since no one wants to go back to that cave, man-eating cave. just because it smelled really
It's
good.
like a week away now.
We
It
got
smelled
time.
like the best Axe body spray smell.
God.
Oh man.
It's like that commercial where all the
so
women are running towards that one guy.
Yeah,
because-
just like that.
What?
don't you remember that? Like
No.
one of the original Axe commercials. Like the guy puts it on, and every attractive woman in the entire Americas just started conversion on on his location like it was World War Z,
What?
and he was Brad Pitt.
I never watched World War Z.
Well, I just
But
described the plot of World War Z.
I never watched Brad Pitt.
So you saw the movie, just didn't.
Nope.
Just blacked out.
When I went to see World War Z, just held my hand up the whole time, just
Covering Brad
moving
Pitt.
it over, making sure I couldn't see Brad Pitt.
That's the way to watch it, I assume.
I mean, it's kind of entertaining.
You're engaged the entire movie when you do that way.
Yeah, it really
You
was.
got a lot of arm exercise, like an hour and 10, 2 hours of arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I encourage everyone to watch movies and just remove an actor. Just
With your hand.
your hand, just move it around. You know,
Can you switch hands
So-
partway through so
No.
you don't exhaust one?
Nope.
I mean, I recommend turning it into like a mix of endurance and like resistance training.
Don't
But-
try and watch the Matrix trilogy and remove the the Agent Smith, because doesn't he duplicate a million times?
Well, then it's just this. just do this.
Yeah.
Can't even see the screen at that point.
Why even watch the movie then?
I mean, for the
Arm
gripping
exercise.
dialogue.
So, what do we find?
When you come to the end of this path, I need. Who's in the lead? Who wants to be in the lead?
Also,
I
saw
am.
isn't he has the light.
Okay, you have the light.
Well, I do have dark vision.
Ulseth,
Guidance.
you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
With advantage.
No, that was ability check or attack roll.
Yeah,
She said.
Boo.
Hey, what kind of thing am I
dexterity saving throw.
Guidance does nothing for saving throws.
doing? 19.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll use this again.
You're sort of strolling along,
Just
a little bit lost in thought, and then you realize, like right as you need to, that you're about to step into what, as far as you can tell, is a bottomless pit.
I have found the Brad
And
Pitt.
you,
Just cover it with your hand.
you know, I need to add a rim shot button over here because we're really bad about that. I need a rim shot button.
We'll get right on that.
Remind me to make that.
Uh-huh.
So you come across just a truly gargantuanly yet threatening, deep, endless pit at the end of this path. It looks like at one point the path may have continued around and wrapped over to the other side, but this whole area has completely collapsed. And it also looks like it might have happened fairly recently, because things are still falling. Like little fragments and basically shards of stone are still sloughing off on
So
the sides.
Ulseth, what did you do?
I have found oh my, a very large hole.
Oh, okay.
I step back, pick up a boulder about this big. There must be one laying around.
Sure, why not?
No, Olsef, that's me!
I was curled up for a nap.
Yo yo!
Squeeze it to make sure it's not fuzzy and soft,
It is not. It's a boulder.
and I throw it into the pit.
Diggly ding!
Diglett, no.
Diglett, yes.
You throw the rock over the side, and you eventually hear it hit the other wall. As you know, you give it a good toss, so it hits the other wall, and you never hear it hit bottom.
Can I peer across the chasm to... Is that a ledge on the other side to the northeast?
There is a ledge to the northeast. Yeah.
Do I see anything over there?
You don't see anything over there. It looks like there may have at one point been a path that continued, but it is now closed.
Well,
I think we cannot continue this way.
no, I don't think we can take a bunch of changelings across this.
No.
To nowhere.
Cowards.
Yeah, I think we're kind of SOL on this one. Javal comes up. Whoa! Wow!
Javal, what'd you do?
Is this a bad time to give one of those friendly slap on the backs? A good old how do you do?
A little fun shove.
Huh. Yeah, this is unexpected. All right. Whew.
None of the smugglers mentioned this.
Nor did that corpse we just found.
Maybe it's super new.
Maybe this is where they wanted us to bring me.
Just toss a corpse into the hole.
Yeah, I really always wanted my corpse to be hurled into a hole when I die.
It is bottomless, yes.
I can fall forever somehow.
Well, let us turn around and go back.
Let's
This cave has developed some real Death Star engineering.
take very quickly, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so we don't see anything over in that thing in the top left there?
I didn't
Or right?
No.
spot anything.
There's
Yeah, but you can still go over there if you want.
As a spider.
Maybe.
you would be. Well, I mean, as a spider,
I
you
can
can
go
kind of
up and around and
you can
along
kind of
the walls.
spin a web and like bridge things. I know that the rules don't technically call for that, but you're a spider, and spiders do actually just put their webs out and like cross gaps with it,
Yeah.
and they walk on their own web because it's just so strong and light at the same time, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone's ever like watched a spider do that,
Yeah.
but
I usually
they
give spiders their
do.
privacy, Alexis.
I don't.
You just creep on spiders.
Hey, they lived in our house. This is my home.
There's no privacy under my roof.
I go back south, encouraging the rest of the party to
Let's-
follow me.
Yeah, let's explore more and
Oh,
maybe.
you don't want me to teleport over there and
No,
then just
and
spend
then-
a
and then
day
wait.
waiting?
I'm bored and hungry.
Throw me some soup.
You have all the food.
So you head back down.
Beans. Yeah. Potato.
We go to the track and
Sure.
take that one path that we know is forward.
Okay. The path loops back around south, and you see that it looks like it's the other end of the collapsed area. How I described one corner having a collapsed in wall. It seems to also have been fairly recent. Whatever caused this massive hole to open up might have caused this tunnel to be simultaneously created and partially filled. As you continue beyond that, and it wraps around, you make your way into a fairly large room. It's about half the size of the centipede room. There's two large natural stone pillars in the center of it. And the air smells very foul in here.
Chicken. Not that kind of foul.
Not that kind of foul.
Dang it.
Could we see where we are?
Sure.
Is the foul smell coming from one of those tunnels? Or is it just permeating everywhere?
That here, or there, that's the new room. That smells quite bad. It's sort of permeating this space.
Is it?
You don't see or feel anything on the floor that'd be creating an odor. It seems fairly natural in here, but it definitely smells bad.
Is it like a rotting smell or what? Can I identify the...
It's vaguely rotting, but also just it's like rotting and feces and urine and molds.
More
Just
like
find the
and,
cave bathroom for smugglers.
Like there's like a mix of
That doesn't
old
flush.
bad
That doesn't
smell.
Does it remind me of those rat nests from the sewers?
A little bit, yeah.
Oregano.
So, do we want to go further west, or do we want to head east and hope it loops back to where we are going?
It's up to you. Where
Yes, also can get blamed this time.
you're in the lead with the sword.
We go west cautiously.
You cautiously head west.
Yeah, sneakily. We sneakily.
You sneakily, cautiously head west. Okay. Heading west, the smell becomes stronger.
Oh boy.
Why did you take us this way, Olsef?
Shh, we're sneaking.
Why did you take us this way,
Oh, that's
Olsef?
much better. So that you could tell
When
us
you
to
reach this room,
we get to
you
the
find
room.
that the floor is covered in dust. Very, very fine dust. The odor is overpowering. You're forced to clamp your nostrils shut. It's just absolutely unbearable. Your urge to cover your mouth to breathe is nigh unresistible. There are two large piles of oozing, pulsating sacks. And every once in a while, it puffs out a little bit of dust. This very fine powder fills the air and slowly falls to the ground.
I think we should leave this place.
I think so too. But Zoria, do you wish to accumulate some of this dust in one of your vials?
Well, let's back out for a second and talk things through when we're not in this room.
Okay, we go back to the entrance to this cave area.
Okay, the entrance to this room or before?
We go back to the other room before we started.
The 2-pillar room.
So you're back in the room that first smelled bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before it smelled really, really, really bad.
Alright.
Alright. So, that looked like some sort of fungus thing. We've dealt with fungus things before.
Breathing their spores would not be good.
Especially with 300 changelings. So I'm thinking we might need to burn this out.
You hear the sounds of clittering and clacking and skittering and
From the
scuffling.
room that we came from, or the other side?
It's starting from that, but the sounds are approaching you.
From where?
From the room that you just left.
We've alerted it, so we're just gonna have to deal with this, I think.
Well, it's better to fight it here, where
It's-
we aren't overpowered by the smell.
Yeah.
It's moving closer to you, but slowly.
Maybe it's friendly.
You want to go find out?
Why did we make friends with everything else? We just made friends with this corpse.
We
Do
have
we
it.
see it yet?
No. But you hear noises.
Is there any rubble in the room we're in?
There's no rubble in the room you're in.
I'm getting ready to cast Bless.
Okay.
Just getting prepared.
Well, I guess we'll expect to have a combat in this room and let it get closer.
If it's coming towards us, yeah, I'd rather have it come to us rather than fight it in a room with big spore sacks.
So, looking at this room again,
It goes quiet. And the noises stop.
Can we peer in there with our night vision goggles?
Put the goggles on a stick, hold it right out, like, Don't say
Look at our
anything.
monitor feed.
We stand around the side of the entrance.
Our stereoscopic goggles.
Yeah. You don't have those.
Oh.
We didn't bring a periscope thing. That would be a handy thing to have.
Yeah, periscope.
You
Well,
should
there's
have
definitely magic items that, like, you can peer around corners and things.
I
Yeah.
have
called
a
a mirror.
mirror. Yeah, I have a mirror.
There's also non-magical items that can.
All right, I'm going to take out my mirror and look around the
Okay.
corner.
It seems to be mostly as you left it, but there is a little bit of a dark wisp
Of shadow.
shadow, sort of lingering. It doesn't seem to be moving, just sort of lingering on the ground.
Like I said,
It
it's probably
slowly
friendly.
fades.
What if? Well, okay. Here's 2 bottles of Chateau d'Etanol. We blow up the spore sacks. And then get ready for whatever comes.
I like violent Zor.
Or we could just go out the other entrance and see what is there.
This thing's following us now. And keeping a distance.
It is keeping a distance. That is a good thing.
Waiting for the right time to strike. So we force the issue.
That would be forcing something, yes. So you want to make Molotov cocktails and blow up
No, I want to make ethanol
ethanol.
Chateau d'Etanol cocktails.
Ethanol cocktails. You want to burn these 2
Spore sacks.
spore sacks.
Yeah, because they are probably going to be bad. And then whatever's there is probably going to come for us.
Mm-hmm.
And we just have everything as ready as possible for when it comes.
Okay.
'Cause we
Hulwin and I will take the 2 Bernie things and burn the sacks with them.
All right.
You stay behind, and then we will run back as fast as we can after we start the immolation.
All right.
That's a great plan. Keeps me safe.
Mm-hmm.
So, here you go. Elwyn.
I can use my. We stick rags in them or something.
Yeah, there's just cloth we have.
Yeah, I mean, to make the Molotov work as a weapon, you do need the cloth in there.
Yeah, and it needs to be saturated with.
I'm
the
sure
liquid.
I have cloth sitting around somewhere.
I mean, there's always a spare bit of cloth. You can even, like run back to the changelings. I'm sure
Take their
some-
clothes.
I have this ancient deed we're not using.
We take. Alwyn, do you happen to?
Oh yeah,
have
that
it?
looks really valuable. Let's use that.
I also have 6 pouches of blasting powder, if you'd rather use those. That's more concussive than burning, though.
Yes, that might not do it.
I also, oil bottles might be better. I have those.
We'll take both the ethanol and the oil bottles if you have 2 of those.
Yeah, I have 4, so I'm removing 2.
Okay. We put fuses on them too.
Okay.
So, Hulwin and I each have a bottle of Chateau d'Ethanol with a saturated rag protruding
Here.
from the top,
I
and an
can't-
oil
You-
flask with a protruding rag.
I
You
have.
hear skittering coming from the other tunnel now.
What other?
The other side?
Yeah. The tunnel you haven't gone down.
Can we see the map again?
Sure.
Keep telling you, Zorian, maybe they're friendly.
Sorry, I was looking at the origins of that.
So is that blocked there? The entrance back to the room where the changelings are?
I mean, there's a door.
That's where you hear the skittering.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
We
if we
hear
had
from
it,
the
if we
other
went
hallway.
south, go south back to the room where the changelings are waiting. Is that a blockage there?
Yeah, it's like rocks. I think.
This down here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's closed off.
Okay. Let's go back
Let's-
to the north end of the tracks.
You want to go back here? Is that where you're proposing?
Yeah, because we hear the skittering coming from the other one now.
I think we all stick together and we just go in, burn some sacks, see, and fight whatever comes.
When we were in that room with the 2 pulsing sacks, was there an entrance on the other side?
No, there was
It's
not.
just a room.
It's just a room.
Okay, Homan and I will go in first, each armed with
Oil.
2 different kinds of incendiary devices.
Okay.
Okay. Nines and Zoria will follow behind us.
Immediately behind.
As we get to the entrance to that room, I say, Hulan, go to the right, I will go to the left. And I ignite the rags on our weapons with my flamey sword.
Sure.
And we get as close as we can and throw them onto the...
Pod.
Why would you get as close as you can?
Because we don't want to miss. We get as close as we can without...
How big are those things, Alexis?
They're big.
I think he'll be fine, also.
Yeah, they're big.
We get as close as we need to be sure, making a compromise between hitting the target
And safety.
and asphyxiating.
We're having this in real time. Just so you.
Also, why are you walking up to it?
Well, Seth is like, I shall drop it and make sure that I do not miss. And Woman's like, okay.
No, back up.
Anyway, we immolate
following
the pulsing piles of.
Is that our plan? Is that the plan we're going to execute?
That's the plan we're
Let's
going to
execute.
execute.
Okay, I'm going to inspire you, Olsef, so you don't miss.
Thank you.
Time for
How
crap.
dramatic.
And I'm holding
I
a
do feel
bless
very-
spell
I do
ready
feel
to go
very confident
at the
that I will
first
be
sign of
able to-
skittering.
Okay. When you toss the flame and they land on their targets, it flames up more violently than the materials themselves would typically allow for. There's a large poof of all sorts of this fine powdery substance as it now fills most of the room with it. But you can see the flames raging on, and those little bits, those fine particulates, they too carry the flame onward.
Run
Oh,
away!
yeah, we should run away.
Run away!
And soon the room is filled with a fireball. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Do I have my bless up?
You held your bless for skittering,
That's true. That's fair.
and that wasn't skittering. So what everyone get,
I got an 11.
cover that.
You said dexterity?
There we go.
Dexterity saving throw. I got a 10.
We're doing great.
I got a 19.
10, 19,
11.
11.
I assume Holland did well.
Holwyn did fine. And actually, so did Javon. So, you all managed to avoid most of this.
Oh, fire!
But you were an 11,
Yes.
and you were
10.
a 10. Okay.
I'm feeling hot, hot, hot.
Cool, Seth. You take 1 fire damage. Getting a little singed.
Ouch.
Whereas 9s, you take 3 fire damage.
Boo.
And Soria, you take 3 fire damage.
Yeah, singe your fur.
And Holwyn and Javal also took 1 fire damage. So, you now have engulfed some sort of oozing, puffing,
Fungus.
blobby, fungusy thing. And it
2 things.
it is a roaring inferno inside at the moment. You can't stay here. The heat is just too intense. You're forced to run back.
Also, you take the lead.
I did say run away. We are doing that.
And as you do so, and the flames become more apparent, and a new, even somehow more vile odor takes control of the space.
Beans again.
You
the
check the
beans.
worst smelling thing that you've run into, and then you lit it on fire. So usually that doesn't produce great smells. You hear a screech from the far side of the room as a huge cloud of black comes rushing towards you all. And from the leading edge, a skeletal, fleshy face is grasping out, terrifying in all its milky paleness.
Is this the thing that we let loose from the grave?
Roll for initiative.
I think
Whoops,
this is the
there goes my
skittering thing.
one.
And we'll see what they're combating when we come back after I set up for combat. See you in a minute. Welcome back, everybody. We are about to begin a combat with. I hope you've all come to the appropriate conclusion. This is definitely the skittering thing that you've been hearing this entire time. And
Insight check.
you pass.
Yes.
Whatever the check was for. The sight before you is absolutely horrifying. The creature on the opposite side of the room is shrouded in a swirling black mist, their full form hidden from view. The glimpses that can be caught reveal this emaciated creature, loose flesh hanging off of its limbs, its skin, its scales. Those scales that are not covered with flesh of what you think might be victims gleams a glossy, bright pearlescent. Their face, however, is maybe the most unsettling thing of all. Their eyes having long ago been taken over by something other than their own body, and they now appear to be a milky liquid with randomly appearing, floating about inside, glowing red dots. It stares at you from across the room, lets out a terrible, baleful wail, and lunges at you. I now need everyone's initiative, and we're going to be diving into combat.
Well, I got an 8. Can I go first still?
Tasha's hideous laugh.
No. Ulseth.
18.
Okay. For the simplicity of combat, Javal is like, nope, I am not qualified for this. Nope's the fuck out.
Worst guide ever.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, guides are supposed
Really
to do all the
helpful.
fighting
Like
for you.
if I ever go to, I don't know,
I
like
got a 16.
16, okay.
if I go to a cave with a guide and we unlock some sort of special evil, I hope that they stick around and help fight it.
Gandalf
Especially
did.
if they're hired.
All right.
I literally hired you for that single purpose.
In this combat, Nines will be controlling Hulwin. And
Like a fungus.
the initiative order is that Hulwin is up first. And then there will be several mobs, followed by Ulseth. And then Soria, then several more mobs, then Nines. So that's the general order.
So
Plan out what you want to do.
you very well described this hideous, shrouded, glowing-eyed, scaly beast.
Yeah.
What are these other things? And why are they there?
You don't know. They
We don't
stand
know
in
what they
front
are?
of it, looking like some sort of husk of a person. They have little in the way of good health, let's put it that way. They seem to have muscle, bone, skin, a little more than that.
Are they carrying weapons?
Of mixed varieties.
Does any of them have a name tag that says, "Hello, my name is"? What's the guy that betrayed the person that's in our stack?
On rock.
Yeah, does anyone have?
No. None of them have name tags.
The one time we need them to have name tags.
And Hulwin's up first.
Oh, did I bless?
Oh, yes, you got your bless off.
Okay.
You said you had a trigger for skittering, and you
It's a
heard
+4 to
skittering.
everything, right?
It's a D4 to
D4 to
attacks and saves.
You want mobs taken out first, so Olsef doesn't get pincered all the time.
By the way, your fire is still raging in the other room.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing fire's good for arrows, but
Well, I was gonna use fire. You sure you don't want me to use poison?
you choose targets. You're in control of Holman.
Hillman, kill the little ones directly in front of us with your fire arrows, because I am the one in control. Meow meow.
Meow meow meow.
Oh, sure. Meow meow. Boing.
No, you don't get to do that.
Oh, well, you just told me to fire an arrow. Meow meow.
Nines
And-
just leaves to combat.
Holwyn lets loose a shot, which you wanted Holwyn shooting at
One of the
other dudes.
One of the small ones.
Yeah,
you
one of
the
the
said?
small
small
ones.
So maybe yellow base.
Yeah, which
Sure.
one in particular?
Fire 2 arrows at one of them.
Fire 2
Purple
arrows.
purple
Says
base.
attacks per action
6.
2. So
At 6.
yes.
Okay.
It's the cleanest shot.
That one will be. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wanted to make sure I had the initiative order right because there's 4 of those guys. That will hit. 2 shots. That one's not super amazing. The first arrow finds its mark, but not in a particularly menacing place. And that does just a small amount of damage. Plus, that was a really pathetic shot. And then the next shot.
They haven't been rolling that great lately.
No, I have been rolling like crap over here.
Well,
Next
let's
shot-
continue that through
Yeah,
the
Also
combat.
fine.
You can do that on every other roll.
That one does a substantial amount better, dealing a total of. All right.
He just
So
have
2
me-
arrows thwack into the purpley blue base, thunk, thunk, and it seems completely unfazed by their presence as some of the remaining bits of rotted clothing slowly start to singe but don't catch fire. Next up, unless there's anything else you want Holman to do on their turn?
No, because I don't want them right into combat.
Okay.
So 2 arrow strikes didn't seem well. Okay.
It didn't react.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's-
I don't think it has a soul, so.
Yeah.
Next up,
Lethal damage is
the
okay.
green base moves directly towards Ulseth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like that.
Yep. And that one makes an attack on Ulseth. What is your AC?
19.
19, thank you. Oh, that will hit.
Oh.
And
Maybe it rolled
that's
really well.
the first attack.
Oh.
The second attack will also hit.
Oh.
Ouch.
The first attack is with a longsword that it possesses, dealing a total of 11 damage.
Ah.
And then the second one chomps down with its teeth,
Lovely.
and you take 2 damage from that. It then moves. No, it stays where it is. Next one up is the one that Holwyn hit. That one also moves towards Ulseth, but takes no action otherwise. Ulseth, it is your turn.
Okay. I attack the green base guy.
Okay.
I have advantage because I've got the.
Water.
No. I do a bonus action first. My bonus action is to adopt the stance of disruption,
Okay.
which gives me, if there's a successful strike, it gives the next attack against them advantage.
Once per turn.
Okay. Yes, you might want to hold. I'm going to be a very generous DM and tell you to hold that bonus action until you've completed your first attack, because the bonus that you're getting from the water will apply to your next one, and that ability also applies to your next one, so you have a double advantage, and you can only have one advantage.
It's after a successful strike, though.
Oh, is it after? Is that the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Then you're fine.
So
Yeah.
it would, I read
Nope,
that.
I'm wrong.
It's after a successful strike, so the water gives me an advantage on this one. And if
I got you.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yes.
No, we're
Yeah.
just making sure we're clear.
nat 20,
Nice.
Baby.
Nice.
There you go.
nat 20 plus
Does that
7
hit?
plus,
Yeah, it's a crit. You're good.
10, 20, 30. Okay.
You just wanted to have the high number, didn't you?
I just wanted.
Yeah, you wanted to show off your big number.
So I basically do double damage.
Double dice.
Double dice.
So that's 9 fire damage and 7 slashing damage.
Okay. So 16 altogether on that?
Wait, no, because I add the 4. I'll add the 4 to this one. So it's 7, yeah. 9 plus 7, 16.
Okay.
And the next one does only 4 fire damage, but 5 slashing damage.
So 9 more damage on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You bring your sword down, digs deep into the shoulder on this creature, and it makes no response at all.
Right.
It just stands there and takes it.
So I use my extra attack,
Yep.
which now has advantage.
Yep.
This time it's 18.
That will still hit.
Oh, that's too bad. Only 3 fire damage and 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
So 13.
You bring your sword down once more, same spot.
Down.
Just beating on that shoulder, and the husk sort of stops moving and then becomes completely rigid in its space.
Still upright. but
Still
it's
upright, just
like,
completely
freezes.
rigid.
Is it burning? Should
No.
it at least smolder a little bit?
I mean, there's a little smoldering, but it's not really full-on burning. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Then, Soria, it is your turn.
Alright, I have a question.
Yep.
If I use Tidal Wave, can I use it at an angle across this way rather than like on the grid?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Then I'm going to use that, and I produce a single drop of water from my component pouch,
Okay.
throw it aiming just over Ulsa's head,
Hey, Doc.
while I chant in Sylvan the Tidal Wave spell,
Absolutely.
and I'm going to generate a tidal wave, trying to hit as much as possible. It's 10 feet wide, 30 feet long. Starting here and going that way.
I think
That's fine.
you would...
I'm not sure if I hit brown, but I feel like I could hit everything else.
You could hit 4 of the 5 total objects that you're aiming it at. So you can choose between hitting the orange base, the boss, or the brown, one of the minions.
I'm gonna leave brown.
Okay, you're leaving brown.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that's a strength saving throw. to-
Dexterity
It's a
saving
dexterity
throw
on that one.
16.
All right, let's see what happens. The purple one fails. Yellow one. That one makes it. The boss. That one fails.
What about the green one?
The green one is unaffected by this spell. As the tidal wave hits it, it just stands perfectly in place.
Like calcified all? Okay.
And the tidal wave hits it, just... It's as a statue being hit by a tsunami.
Okay, so everything that failed,
Which is the blue base.
Purple. Yeah.
everyone that failed takes 20 bludgeoning damage and is
Alright.
knocked prone.
As that tidal wave hits, what happens is that creature that you hit bends at the knees, falls backwards, and becomes completely rigid that way.
The purple one?
Yeah, with the feet still planted on the ground. And it, like, planking otherwise, bent over. And what happens to those that succeed?
The ones that succeeded just take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And aren't knocked prone.
Got it.
Maybe you should
also-
try to cut his legs
The
off, also.
boss
Uh-huh.
takes a bit of a knock back, and then, as it looks like it might fall over, you see its form rise up a little bit
Like off the ground?
off the ground.
Alright. And then... How badly did you get hit? Pretty bad. I'm going to use 2 charges of my Balm of the Summer Court as a bonus action to heal Ulseth for 9 damage. As the healing rays of the Feywild, you smell a soft summer meadow
Oh, that is
Wash
very
over you.
refreshing.
for
I had-
just a second.
That
Okay.
one creature had significantly hurt me. It was very bad.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Then the next thing up is the yellow base, which swings around its other 2 and is now flanking Ulseth.
So does it count as flanking even when they're immobilized and turned into stone?
Statues.
You don't know.
Technically, you can flank against a wall. So, if you have something with its back against a wall, it's technically flanked in the optional roll. So, if they count
And-
as a wall or a creature.
And this creature is going to make an attack on Ulseth. And that first one, oh, that will just barely hit.
Probably should have taken that ring now.
For the
And
Abjuration roll.
that will deal. The first one is 4 damage as it sinks its teeth down onto your wrist.
That
And
was my good wrist.
its next attack
your offhand wrist.
Yeah.
also hits, dealing a further 9 damage to you as it bludgeons you with a rather, at this point, it would have been more of a morning star back in the day, but most of the spiky bits on it have since been broken or worn off. So it's a bludgeoning club at this point. Then the boss moves.
Oh.
The boss swings fully around over there in between the 2 pillars.
Here?
Yep.
Oh no. I don't like this.
And then I need
For the camera.
I'm gonna need you, Soria, and you, Nines, and Hulwen, which I'll roll. I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw
You have bless.
as
Says a
this
D4.
creature
Yeah.
takes a breath in, opens its gaping
Don't you have
maw,
advantage or did you use it?
and breathes out this
Not
cloud
on
of
saves.
pitch black swirling dust that makes you start hacking and wheezing, and it smells pretty terrible to boot.
It's like a conal fungus breath attack.
Kinda, yeah.
Fun. 14.
Happy cat face.
Okay, you all make the saving throw.
Okay, yeah.
But
Probably
you,
just made it.
you still take... You still take 7 damage.
Ooh,
Poison damage, specifically.
7 damage on a save. Yikes.
Yeah. And...
Maybe you can only do it once.
I gotta record that for 1.
I have to make a concentration check, right?
Yes, you do, because you have bless up.
Oh,
It-
yeah. I got a dirty 20.
It then... it then sends out this low pulse. Just it's like a vibration you can't quite
Like a
hear.
subsonic
it's
wave
like
almost?
subsonic, yeah. And the two that are frozen rigid snap and start mechanically moving towards it. They each move 10 feet in its direction.
Oh, triggering attacks.
Nope, they didn't leave
Oh,
your
they didn't
space.
leave my space. So.
Nope. Nines, it's your turn.
Get me away from that. Guess go towards the wall.
Hopefully it doesn't have long reach. This way? Or this way?
Towards you.
This. Like there?
Yeah. And
Yeah, 5 more feet if you want.
that should be fine.
Alright.
Now I'm going to do the things the mobs have working eyes from my perception. Like they have eyes.
There are eyes
There
there.
are eyes there. Okay. Well, I'm going.
You don't know their status.
Is there a position where I can hit yellow, green, and big boss? It's a 10-foot.
Yellow, green, and big boss. What's the shape of it? A 10-foot cube, circle?
It
Radius.
should be. I think it would be a circle since it's a flash.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a very weird cube, otherwise.
A 10.
Like if it were right here.
Well, no. It depends. 10 feet is just a 4x4 square.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's within 10 feet, so 10-foot radius.
around a center point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's a 10-foot radius.
If you drop it here, theoretically, on.
Mm-hmm.
But we have. Do you have your little
Yeah, I always keep a spell
spell
circle.
circle?
So you can target it pretty precisely, and we can see exactly where something would hit.
So our 10-foot sphere, 10-foot radius is this one.
Yep.
It was a 20.
No, 10-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that looks like it should be able to clip everything.
I think you should be able to hit based on what I can see, which is a little bit of an angle. It looks like green, yellow, and the boss are all within that hitbox.
Okay, I am going to fire my pyrotechnics there.
All right.
Magical flame goes right there,
Okay.
and then it explodes in a dazzling display of color. And I'll make a little 9s firework.
Okay.
Meow meow.
Beautiful.
All
And
right.
that is a 15 con save.
If they can see.
Assuming they can see. The boss at least has eyes.
Yeah.
So
Of something.
Weird floaty eyes.
ideally we blind him, maybe it blinds everything else if it's controlling him.
Yellow is blinded.
Yellow is blind.
Yellow's blinded. You see absolutely no reaction at all from green. Yellow did sort of look away. It looked like it reacted to the light. Green made no reaction whatsoever. The boss was able to turn away and become unaffected by it, seeming to shroud itself in its dark cloud. Anything else you want to do?
No,
Run away.
I already bravely ran away.
Yeah.
So no, I
All
just
right.
wonder does that mean that a boss can put a darkness in front of it? But I'm also going to inspire.
Also.
He's already inspired. I don't think you had to use it yet.
Oh, okay.
We'll inspire you.
Oh, I'd
an
inspire
instrument.
Colwyn. Slide whistle.
Oh, okay. See, you need the concentration though.
That's
So
true.
I'd
I can
rather-
use it for concentration, can't I?
You're inspired now.
Wow, that was very inspiring.
That was excellent.
I love having a slide whistle.
Can we see how the thing is? It still hovering?
Oh yeah, it looks like it's hovering.
How?
Whereas before it sort of lumbered into the room, now it seems to like have changed. The angle on the head is a little different, and the way it's looking at you, and it's a little higher off the ground.
Does it look like it's just hovering, or is it like supporting itself?
Don't know. It's shrouded by darkness.
Okay.
The figure that's on the table doesn't really
Fully
perfectly
represent
capture
it. Okay.
the creature you're seeing. The head, which you've gotten a little bit closer look at now, appears to be draconic in shape.
Mm.
Anything else you want to do on your turn, Nines?
Nope. I'm out of
All right.
actions.
Then the brown base is going to move towards Ulseth and take no further action.
Why are they doing that?
That brings it back up to Hulwyn, and you got Hulwyn.
Hilwyn. Shoot the boss.
You want me to shoot the boss? That's what you want?
Yeah. I'm with.
You're the boss. Oh no.
Yeah, we're gonna stick with
Fire.
fire, unless there's some sort of wind.
Radiant. Can you do radiant?
Yes, actually. We're gonna try radiant.
Okay. Oh, hey. That is a net 20. How about that?
Oh,
Radiant was a good choice.
Radiant damage heals it.
Oh no.
Of course it does.
That's be
God, I wish I wasn't carrying a bunch of spells to feed people.
Your charity will be the death of us.
an arrow finds its mark, seems to be center mass. The boss, when struck by the arrow, lets out a little shriveled sort of and
I hope that means it didn't
creates
like
a
it.
cloud in front of it, becoming more obscured than it was before. What do you want Hulwyn to do next? Anything?
Can Colwyn shoot twice?
Yes, Hillman can shoot twice. Do you want help or do you want more damage on the boss?
Maybe shoot the blind one. Because I
Well,
think
that
you
seems
get
kind of mean.
advantage. The blinded one on the yellow base.
We'll do radiant damage on the yellow base.
Radiant damage on the yellow base. Okay. Let's see what happens.
We should get.
That will hit, but not a crit this time.
We should have advantage on that. Because it's blinded.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't.
Yeah. No, I was just like talking to myself.
I like to talk about the rules to myself every once in a while.
I'm trying to think of something I can do against this boss.
And that strikes sort of a glancing blow. Again, no reaction at all from the creature. Anything else you want Hulwyn to do?
We're all equally weak.
Why
so
don't you spread out a little, maybe?
Go somewhere else, Hillwyn. I don't know, like the other side of the room, so we don't get hit by cone attack.
Okay, Hulwyn's gonna move towards Ulseth and kind of against the wall.
Like around there.
Yeah, around there. And that will conclude their turn. Then the green and purpley blue
Move 10.
move towards 10 feet.
Alright, so the green leaves also space.
Yep,
And the purple would leave it as well.
yep,
So I get an attack of opportunity.
yep. You can pick which one of those two you want to hit.
Green, probably.
Yeah, green one.
Okay.
It's not an advantage, it's just a regular attack.
Yeah.
18.
That will hit.
It'd be very helpful if we had some wolves helping right now.
Yeah, where are those
this-
wolves?
This does
Lying
8
wolves.
fire damage and 11 slashing damage.
Okay. You strike into the creature and take off its head.
Oh.
It seems totally unfazed by this, keeps on moving, and reaches the cloud swirling around the boss, and then can't see it anymore. You can remove it from the field.
Just absorbed whatever health it had left.
Or something.
Something that wasn't.
Is
really
this like
good.
that? The rats in the fungus tree? Maybe? Do you remember it would absorb the rats?
All right.
And I don't-
Next
I
one up
only get one
is
attack.
Ulseth.
I'm going. The guy's blinded. I'm going to attack the one that hasn't taken damage yet.
This brown base. Number
Okay.
8. Inspiration?
Nope, luck.
Use your Sturmgrimy roll.
Oh.
Oh.
Much worse.
Now use your luck.
Now I use luck.
Yeah, it's a special roll. The Sturmgrimy roll.
This time, it is. Oh, it's a +7 on that.
Like, oh, I reached
20.
out, gave DM help. No.
Well, we've
Went from
seen
a-
how you've been rolling.
Went from a 3 to a 2. This time, though, it's a 23.
That will hit. Yes.
Man, that's bad. 3 fire and 7 slashing damage.
3 fire, 7 slashing damage. Got it.
And then I take my second attack, which is now at advantage.
Yes. That sounded good. It sounded like
It
good
sounded
numbers.
solid.
Yeah,
It was solid. 15 and +7 is 22.
that
20,
hits.
24.
Yeah. I had a feeling it just sounded good. You know
It did,
when,
it
when
kinda
dice like hit well and you're like,
It's
oh,
the
that sounds
side
like
of
a
the
good.
box and rolls on the floor. Once again, really crappy damage. 5 fire and 7 slashing.
As typical, it takes the blow without seeming like it even happened.
But it didn't turn to petrified yet.
No, it did not.
Then I use my offhand.
Here comes the wallop.
Let's hope.
The hard-hitting one. Uh-oh.
It's coming at it with the business end this time. It didn't sound good.
No, it wasn't. It's a 10.
Yeah, that didn't sound like a good roll. A 10 total for your attack?
Yeah.
I mean, you
all?
can try inspiration if you'd like.
It hits.
Oh,
10 hits. Oh.
Oh, I shouldn't have wasted some of those other rolls before. Okay, well, we will do 6 slashing damage
Okay.
with the Lashalar.
Wow. Surprisingly low damage turnout for the your offhand.
Yeah,
Huh.
it was.
Usually it's more like 97 or something like that. Like, I don't know. You strike 3 solid blows against the creature, but it doesn't move an inch and has no reaction to the attacks whatsoever. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm going to save my action surge for later.
Okay. Soraya, you're up.
Okay. I have a plan.
All right.
First, I back up
Done.
from the creature.
nailed it. Step 2, I run out of the room.
Later, losers. All right.
Hey guys, I have a plan. Soria has exited the level.
I'm
Very
going.
Kaiba thing to do.
I'm going
Dorks.
to cast Dispel Magic on the. I can choose a creature, object, or magical effect in 120 feet of me,
Okay.
and I'm going to choose the swirling black cloud of magical darkness around the creature.
Don't you want to spend 10 minutes doing a summoning or a ritual
Ritual
cast to see if it's magical?
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to dispel it.
Sure.
And I want to start using, when I have a verbal component, I'm going to start making actual Sylvan words to do it.
Yeah, you should do that.
So I reach out and say, Anuvidel.
All right.
And if it is a 3rd level or lower effect, it automatically ends. Otherwise, I have to roll.
Okay. You do not have to roll, and nothing happens.
It's not a magic effect.
It's not a magic effect.
Shit. That was my other 3rd level spell.
So, anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
Uh,
I know that feeling as a player where you're like, I got a great plan. It didn't
like,
matter at all. And
oh.
then your like gut falls out. Oh, what did I do?
Alright. It looks so magical. I'm going to use another 2 dice from my Balm of the Summer Court on Ulseth as my bonus action. And you get another 9 hit points.
Thank you.
This time you get a crisp apple spell for just a second. Apple orchard. As a
very
little
refreshing.
green flash.
I do
washes
believe
over
I
you.
can continue this for some time again.
Apples and
I hope.
I'm running out of those dice.
anything else you want to do?
That's all my actions.
Okay. Then yellow base. It actually moves away from Ulseth. And
Is it still blinded?
yes,
Okay.
it is. And it moves I'm just gonna it's too hard to describe, so I'm gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right there. Moves right there.
You could attack of opportunity yet.
Well, I will. Do I get a advantage because it was blinded or not? Opportunity.
Yeah, it's blinded, so you have advantage on that.
Okay, play me sword. Ooh, so close. 26, 30.
Okay, that'll hit. Go ahead, roll for damage.
A little better. We did 7 fire damage and 8 slashing damage.
As it's stumbling away from you, moving towards the dragon, it slowly becomes more rigid and then locks into place right at its base.
Right where it is
Yep.
now. Okay.
Just standing there with its back to everybody. And then we have the creature, the boss, turn. This time, the boss moves towards those 2 husks. So move it kind of in between on the other side of them, and they disappear.
Into the cloud. The non-magical.
Yep.
Is it getting bigger?
The cloud?
Just like the general space.
Do we
Or the
see?
creature.
Do we see anything
Creature?
change when the
Other than the disappear.
zombies disappear?
No.
Okay.
The cloud sort of moves with the creature. It leaves a little lingering bit behind, and then that slowly dissipates.
Little wisps.
Yep. And it continues its movement towards Holwyn and swoops down with its head and tries to bite at them. Holwyn very narrowly manages to dodge out of the way, and that will conclude its turn.
I give Hulwyn a huzzah.
Done.
A single huzzah for Holwyn. Is this creature large or bigger than large size?
This creature is at a minimum large.
Okay. I'm just
You can't tell it's like guaranteed form, but it's
because
at
it's
a minimum
cloaked
large.
in shadow.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Not magic.
Nines, it is now your turn.
I am going to walk away from it towards that one pillar that's closest. Yeah, we're in there.
Okay.
I'm going to turn around, face the
Face your
dragon, dragon! Honestly, I'm kind of glad you're surrounded by a shroud because you seem kind of ugly and I don't want to look at you. And you suck.
And the stinger. 15 was safe now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
correct?
it is.
Okay.
Not one.
Has no effect.
And I guess I'll...
It's sort of a disappointing spell if I tell you it has no effect, because it does damage and it does a status effect, but it seems like it would be one of those spells where the target of it should get to like display how it feels, you know what I mean? It's a weird function, because I feel like you shouldn't get to know the result, but you have to know the result. That's how psychic damage goes, though.
Yeah. I mean, usually you get to say, well, you suck, and we know it didn't work.
Yeah. But this has no desire to vocalize anything other than screeches and odd harmonics at you.
Well, I guess also we'll inspire Helen because everyone else got inspired. Well, I haven't done this in a while.
Chosen one.
Yes. Does that echo through? The chosen one.
Chosen one. If you don't get that joke, you should go watch the episodes from our pre-broadcast days that we've never posted online.
When you got the...
Or just watch all the other episodes because you think it's in there.
You
and
might-
just forgot.
And it's not. It's not in there.
But it might be.
But it might be.
It might
But
be.
it's not.
But it isn't. Anything else you want to do?
That's all I can do.
Okay. Then the last...
I bravely ran away. I attempted to insult something, and I just inspired someone else to do damage.
The last husk takes a swing at Ulseth. And...
I guess I could have healed you.
The first one misses with the bite. The second one also misses with their club. And that's all that they can do for a damage standpoint. And they walk themselves over to this dragon and then disappear into the cloud.
Now it's got all its buddies.
I really hope we didn't have to stop that from happening.
Well, we didn't.
And it's now Hulwin's turn.
You probably should have just blessed Tilwyn because I don't have any skills that require getting a better roll.
Yeah, I was more thinking saving throws with the fungus. But yeah, that's probably fair in the future.
It depends on the scenario because
What do you
sometimes.
What do you want them to do?
Kill the boss.
Yeah, just kill the boss.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Do a
A
kill
little bit of a
the
disadvantage here right now.
do a kill the boss check.
Yeah, kill the boss check.
Maybe
I
run away.
didn't kill the boss.
Oh,
Maybe
run away so you can shoot it with an arrow.
But then you get an attack of opportunity.
I mean,
It's gonna attack anyway.
yeah, it's gonna attack you anyway, and if you run away, you'll attack Ulseth. That's a lot better.
For everyone.
Yeah, especially Ulseth. It's in his code to protect us.
We're weak.
Yeah, that is true. It is.
All of us are weak.
If you are attacked, I will defend you.
Yeah.
It's in my code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like our Konami code.
So where do you want to move?
Yeah, you gotta tell me where you want to move.
Not towards the towards you.
This way?
Yeah, because otherwise we don't know if something's going to come out of that area that's currently on fire.
Like there, maybe.
All right.
And if somebody can crawl out of that fire, I don't want to be near it.
You see this sweeping claw come dragging across the wall towards Hulwin, who gets hit. That's
One
a
job.
hit on that. Hey, you told them where to go. This is on you, pal.
Wait, does 5th edition have disadvantage on arrows shot at point blank without any feats? I cannot remember.
It depends on the situation. No, but it's not quite the same as 3.5 and Pathfinder and stuff like
Yes,
that.
I'm just used to Pathfinder, where I used to
Yeah.
shoot 4 or 6 arrows, and inevitably one of them went to the back of one of my allies because I would
Yeah.
get a 1 every time, every combat.
Like, you can have some disadvantage, but it's not the same. And a lot of those disadvantage at range rules are optional. So
I think a lot of them are actually mostly affect crossbows.
mostly, yeah. So, let's calculate the damage. Sorry, your question derailed me a little bit. And there it is. They take 7 more damage. And that is not the right number. There we go. They've taken 7 more damage and are bleeding out from a gash on their kind of across their chest like this right now.
I'll heal next round.
Can Fluin shoot after moving?
Yeah.
Shoot divine arrows at it! It just hit you! Get revenge!
Okay. Ow. That.
Oh, quit whining! Back in my day, I always got hit by giant
Fungus dragon
thingies.
thingies.
The
Uphill both ways!
the first
That
attack
did smell
will
bad.
hit, dealing not a whole lot of damage, but something better than nothing. The second attack, that's another crit.
All right.
So
Go kill
I
him.
give
So,
Owen
is
another
Hillman
huzzah.
just like, do they have one of those Mario Party dice where there's like 5 20s, like 7 1s?
yeah, pretty much. So this arrow they draw back and it flies straight through, hits the side of this dragon's head, and takes off an old horn as it strikes through. And
We have to pick
it
that up
yelps
later.
back in pain.
Hey, Owen.
Yeah.
Free horn.
Yeah, whatever. Great. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why don't they get their inside jokes?
I don't know.
Because I've only been here for like 3 weeks now.
And you're already fighting drag, you're basically all caught up to speed.
Okay, free horn?
Yeah, free horn.
All right. Anything else you want them to do?
They ran away. Actually, I don't think I looked at bonus actions. I don't think 2-weapon fighting is going to be very helpful here. Or opportune attack, or... What was that? Nope. You can go ahead and
And their turn.
Okay.
end the turn.
That brings up Ulseth.
Okay. I will turn around, move diagonally toward the hideous beast, aim at its head,
All right.
attempting to do lethal damage.
If you can you reach it? It's flying, isn't it? Like hovering.
It is. It's still within your hitbox though.
Okay.
Well, that's handy. Oh man, I will use luck again. Much better. 25, 29.
Okay.
Is that your second
That'll
or
hit.
third luck?
Second luck.
Let's see what sort of damage you do.
Let's see. One does 4 fire damage, but 12 slashing damage.
All right.
I now have advantage on my next attack.
Okay. As you do so, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Why?
I already rolled my attack. Do I need to take that back and
Nope.
start over?
No, just remember the number. That's fine.
25. Okay. Dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
Does Bless work on that?
Yes, saving throws, I believe, and attacks.
I'll save your inspiration if you need it.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Attack rolls and saving throws, yes.
14.
Okay. You fail and take
Oof.
So close, maybe.
12 damage.
Well,
From-
what kind of damage from what?
It's poison damage. As you land your first strike, it lets out a shriek, and then you feel this force of needle-like They're not basically very tiny little microbe size pellets shoot out from it as it goes and expels this with incredible force, and you are cut and slashed and scarred by all these little things coming across you. It stings, and like I said, causes you to take 12 poison damage.
Well, that really sucked. But we already rolled a 25 on our next attack.
Don't get hit again.
I get hit every time it gets hit. Melee attacks are not good. The 25 hit.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Oh, that's not bad. 10 fire damage and 8 slashing damage.
Okay. You landed 2 pretty good blows on this thing, and you see up close, most of your vision is shrouded by all of this swirling black mist. You can't really see outside of it. You have no idea where your companions are on the other side right now, as you're completely engulfed in this mass of spore and dust and little sloughing bits of flesh. Up close, you are almost overwhelmed by the stench of this creature, and you can see its dripping, rotting coverings fall down to the ground. Anything else you want to do while you're here?
Other than gag on the stench?
Yeah.
Yes, I want to, if I use action surge to do an attack,
Yeah.
that's not a bonus action, right?
No,
It's the thing
no,
I can
it's a
do.
class ability.
Yeah.
Okay, I get the 2 attacks, correct?
The 2 base. Yeah, the extra attack.
Yep.
Okay. Now here's the question. A successful strike gives the next attack advantage.
Yeah.
So
And I just had a successful strike.
Yes.
So is
I
it
have
a
advantage.
chain of advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
It keeps
that's what
going.
that's what I thought.
it's a powerful ability.
It's pretty nice. It's
pretty good.
Pretty good ability.
So you're using your
Yeah, I'm using action surge,
action surge.
to attack
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Just clarifying that for
30.
our ear watchers at home.
Yeah. You hit. And to remind all of our ear watchers, Ulseth and Nines both use a custom class. Subclass, I should say.
7 fire and 12 slashing.
Dang.
Okay. Go ahead and make your next attack.
Dirty 20.
That will hit.
Well, so that's powerhousing some
Whoa.
damage right now.
Yeah.
Dang.
After today,
9
I don't want to
fire.
hear any more complaining about your dice.
No, 9 fire and 12 slashing.
Okay.
You're rolling like
No
max
way.
damage on dice fairly regularly.
Well, I
today.
hope I do on this next one.
As you bring those 2 blows down,
Again.
it shrieks, turns. I need you to make one more dexterity saving
Of
throw.
course. More damage.
How are you doing, by the way?
Terrible.
Actually, I said dexterity, constitution this time. I'm sorry. You can keep the roll.
And I don't want to keep the roll.
No,
You have to keep
too
it.
bad.
Unless you use your last luck.
I'll give you just another second or two whether you want to keep it.
I'm going to use my luck.
Okay.
Last luck.
It's worse, but you have to take it.
No, it's not worse.
Oh, it's not worse. Okay, good.
What's the result?
17.
17. You cough and wheeze, but manage to cover your mouth and
Just
compose yourself as it breathes this disgusting cloud of spore, mold, fungus. You can't tell exactly what it is, but you know it smells terrible,
Bill would love this.
and you are covered in it, and it flies off through the place you haven't been.
That way.
Yeah. It flies off and disappears into the darkness.
I
Oh,
get
the place we
attack
haven't
of
been?
opportunity. Try to kill it again.
No, you don't.
Oh.
It's gone.
Oh,
It disappears. It flies away.
But it's
No, you said the area we didn't go to? Isn't that
The
other
tunnel
side?
we didn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it where you are standing, though?
Oh, is this the tunnel?
No, you
Oh.
went in the right direction. You guys started over there. That's
No.
where you came from.
Gotcha.
That's where it came from, and it flies off back in that direction.
does the stink go away with it, or am I still covered in all this?
Oh no, y'all are still covered in nastiness. It smells terrible.
Do we chase after
and,
it?
and the fire is raging even more intense in the other room now.
I suggest let us all go to the cleansing pools.
The what?
Is combat over? Okay.
Combat's over, yeah.
I start collecting all this shit off of
And you put it in a vial.
in a bottle.
Oh, I pick up the cool horn that we just got.
Yeah, can I get two? How many bottles can I fill with this stuff?
You can fill
A lot of bottles.
probably 6 bottles with
I'll
the
do
amount they got
2
covered on
bottles.
Ulseth because he was first standing in it and then basically was barfed on.
I'll do 2 bottles.
I must say that was one of the most disgusting battles I have ever been in. I am glad that I hit it greatly with my sword, but it really stinks.
Well, I'm gonna
Wait.
slap some cure wounds onto your back.
Yeah, I was gonna do
Sure
that.
you
too,
want to
but-
touch me?
No, but you seem pretty beat up. You get that's awful. You get 8 back with a level 2 because my spells are terrible at healing.
But it does feel better.
It does feel better.
I am sorry I made your hand stinky.
Anyone hit me with a little spot of healing? Ow.
I'll use my last Balm of the Summer Court to do 3 healing first.
Hohen.
Yeah, on Holwyn, just to use that up because it's not a spell slot. Do you want to heal the rest of Holwyn here?
Okay, let me just use a level 1 spell slot.
All right.
Probably get more healing, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And now I just roll another 1, so you get
Oh.
5.
5.
It's
Okay.
still not that much better.
I'm actually not super beat up, but do you think we're gonna be fighting more?
That helps. Oh, okay, that feels a little better. Thank you.
Could we see the map again, please?
Yeah, hang on. Let me get back to that.
So there's a raging inferno to the west. There's an unknown tunnel to the east that it fled down.
I think we should follow it because it's going to try to kill us now. Maybe
Yeah,
when we're
it
trying to sleep.
It went down
That way.
tunnel.
Which is also the only tunnel path we have left.
Well, let's go down it.
I am wondering if we go to those pools of water that were refreshing and gave us advantage, whether it would help heal.
Probably not.
Do we have time, or shall we pursue that?
I think we should
I
pursue.
don't think
it,
we should leave it lingering. Yeah.
It's absorbing something, so.
Yeah. So let's. Well, Seth, how are you doing health-wise at this point?
I am not well, but I am not bad.
Maybe
Alright.
drink a health potion if you have one.
I'm casting.
And I also have.
Don't use your
I
health
also
potion.
have a second wind.
Don't use your health potion. Heal 10 more damage from a cure wounds.
Oh, then I am almost. I am almost as healthy as I was when we began this battle.
Okay, let's pursue now.
We go after it.
We go down
Okay.
now.
I added flames to
I see
make sure
that.
that you have a good reference.
There's no orange in there, though.
It's spore flames.
There's kind of a brown in there.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, that typically is not good. When you continue down this tunnel, you find that there's definitely a trail of some sort of ooze.
Like it was dripping from the.
Yeah.
We're gonna follow it.
I
And
fill a bottle with ooze.
then you
Okay.
reach an area which has been clearly destroyed by its movements to a certain degree, as there's webbing all over the place. Like massive spider webs that have been just completely torn and tossed asunder. and they're just all over the room right now.
Just spider webs.
Spider webs.
Giant.
Do we see
Giant
spiders?
Are you gonna stick around and look for them?
No.
I would like to take just a moment to look for it, whether to confirm that it killed a bunch of them or if they scurried off somewhere.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Guidance.
Thank you. That is going to be 17.
It takes you a second to find the movement within the dark space. The contrast isn't very high. But you do see spider forms slowly moving back from some tighter crevices within this cave, moving out, and it looks like they're starting to rebuild their webs. A few of them kind of stop and stare at you. And there's like dozens of them kind of grouping together.
They're giant spiders.
Yeah, they're about, I don't know.
Like what we've seen before.
You know, some of the smaller ones are about like this big, about
Like a cat.
8-9 inches across.
Okay.
Others are around like a medium-sized dog in their size.
Yes.
About half of them that come out, and you're probably in the 2 or 3 dozen that you see at this point, are stopping and just looking at the 5 of you as Javal has come back and
Oh, thanks, Jabal.
He's not a fighter.
So, as we are walking swiftly through this area, I call out, "You who are spiders," since I can speak to them.
yeah.
"We are pursuing that which destroyed your webs. We would
I
appreciate
mean, we
it.
don't know that, but
We would appreciate it if you would not attack us, and if you care to assist us in our battle. Thank you very much, you who
You
are
wanna,
spiders."
you wanna just actually talk to the spider?
I mean, we're in a hurry, but
It's probably already down like the giant crevasse or whatever.
The spiders, there's about 3 dozen total. About half had been looking at you. Now it's about like a dozen. So like a third of them are sort of looking at you, kind of cocking their heads a little bit
As spiders
as you
so
move
be.
through. And the others are starting to fix webs and respin and reset things.
well, it would be better maybe ask if they know a shortcut to it, because presumably they know where
And yeah,
it sleeps.
we can get some info from it. It's probably gone off to heal or regenerate or whatever. Why don't you talk? You love talking to spiders.
Oh, sure. Let's talk to some spiders.
I love the party talking the bard into spending another spell slot.
Yeah.
We're burning through a lot of them.
Oh, yeah,
by the way.
I'm-
I have a slot for each one left at this point. Excuse me, spider. Any of you, really?
You speak to us?
Yes, I speak spider. Well, just because I'm tabaxi, I can't speak spider.
No one speaks to us.
Oh, we're trying to kill that thing that I think just ran through here.
The great disgust.
Yeah, that thing. We hate it.
Oh, we spiders despise it.
Yeah, we're gonna go kill it. Do you want to come?
We do not confront it. We avoid it.
Well, it doesn't look like it avoided you.
No, it did not. We move away from it as much as possible.
Well, how many times do you have to do that, though?
We have moved more than 20 times.
There's another question. How many of you were there before it came in?
None were injured today.
Yeah, but how many were injured?
In the past, oh, we've lost hundreds.
Was it just because you were running away, though?
Yes.
Have you ever tried to attack it?
We stand no chance to fight it. We do not like to fight. We
Well-
are not a violent group. We prefer to farm.
Well, they seem kind of like season 1 us, so
They like what? Wait, what did they say?
They don't like fighting.
Can you ask them if they can guide us to the slime thing?
Well, I could.
Would you, please?
I will, but how do we convince them to, I don't know, fight with us?
Well,
Because this is exhausting.
what do they farm?
What are you talking about?
Why are we
I didn't tell you
taking so
that
much
part.
time?
I know, but I want to know as a player.
Well, hey, Spider, what do you farm?
We farm grasses. We farm mosses.
Do you farm wheat?
No.
They're not wheat wizards.
Why would I think a spider's a wheat wizard?
I don't. Why do you think they? Why do you think they farm?
You never said they farm.
I think we need to pursue the horrible monster if we are to catch it.
You will not catch it. It has fled deep below.
It went down the big crevice. Well, we didn't hear that.
What do you mean it went down below?
Oh, it went down below.
Yeah.
That must mean it
The
was.
endless hole.
Well, if it's endless, then that means mission accomplished, right? It's dead.
It is? That's what the spider said?
No, I'm just inferring and getting things wrong.
Extrapolating.
It will recover. It will return. But not for a long time.
So we can get out of here. Well, I didn't hear that again. I need to speak with animal.
How long is a long time?
In spider hours.
Yes, in spider hours.
Many, many years.
How long did it say?
It's
It's a
in a
long
couple
time.
years or something.
A
So-
couple spider years or a couple like elf years or what?
Years are years.
That's right, it could understand me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I couldn't understand what it said.
No.
What did it say?
So years are years, and we're silly for just making up, assuming they use different time measurements.
They said all of that?
They did say all of that. Are you calling me a liar?
So what?
Usually.
So for now we're safe.
You
Yeah, if you trust a spider.
I do.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you friends? We like friends, but no one will be friends.
What did it say?
It says no one wants to be friends with giant spiders.
Why not?
They hate farmers.
Turn into a giant spider.
Why would I turn into a giant spider?
That way you could be
Friends with
friends with them.
Why don't you be friends with him?
I'm friends with everyone already.
You love giving spiders hats.
That's right. I pull out a hat. Do I have a small Santa hat?
Yeah.
Pull out a small Santa hat.
Okay.
And I just put it on
It's a
just like a
disguise.
spider that's walking by.
Actually, as you're conversing with this, the one that you've been talking with is still up on the ceiling. And as you've been doing that, there's a smaller spider. It's about like 5 inches across. Comes up and is sort of nuzzling your leg. It's like.
Are you
rubbing
trying to get
itself.
me to get a pet spider? You're cute. Here's a Santa hat.
What's
There's a spider with a Santa hat on it now.
It's the guy that wears this hat.
Oh,
I stole it from Santa.
Mr. Santos.
Yeah, there's Mr. Santa, who created a line of hats.
Oh, okay.
The Santa hat. It's very fashionable. Has a little puffball at the end.
It looks pretty good.
Well, you said it went to its place to go recover, right?
Yes,
Is that like this big hole or something?
there is a dark, disgusting, vile place that it hides. Wet and cold, dark as possible.
Is it describing a Fazoli's?
No, it's cold, and Fazoli's don't have air conditioning.
Or refrigeration.
Oh man, Fazoli's is never gonna sponsor this podcast.
Maybe they will.
Dang it. Like, meanwhile, the Fazoli's exec, our first good press coverage.
How big are
They're insulting us, sir. Yeah, but they only said these things.
how big are the webs? Like thick? How thick are their webs in here and stuff?
They're like a half-inch thick.
So can we get a nice big rope for Olsef?
Well, I was thinking spiderweb bridge if we need to cross a chasm at some point.
Oh, we can ask about that.
So I will say, you who are spiders, I notice that you have a marvelous thick web. And I find that I have very many uses for rope. I am wondering if you could make 100 feet of your thickest web, but not sticky.
All web must be sticky, but we can make less sticky.
Did they say they would be willing to do that?
They would be less sticky. I'm not sure how they do that.
Yes, you who are spiders, that would be most appreciated. Thank you.
Spiders can actually make a wide variety of different silks.
Like different, like they can just choose on,
Yeah.
on their
Yeah.
on their mood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They can actually change the consistency and the like elasticity and stuff just from how it comes out their butt.
Yeah. Whether it's
I wish I had that ability
Yeah.
to control
What comes out of your butt?
yeah, what comes out of my butt.
I mean, you kind of do.
No.
Well, it's
Not, I can do it based on my choices, and I make terrible choices, so I'd rather it just be based on my will.
that, everyone, is a little too much knowledge about one of our players.
Is there? Can we like take the more you know, but like a too much info like version?
CMI.
I'll work on making that button too. A little like rainbow star, too much information. You wish you didn't know.
Maybe.
The
but
more you wish you didn't know.
I'm thinking these spiders, if we have to cross that big chasm at some point, because it is
I
north
thought you guys
of
would
us.
be more interested in sealing this evil.
I'm honestly mostly interested in getting the changelings out of here.
Yes. I think that a good plan
Personally.
would be for us to move along as quickly as we can.
All right.
So, do I get my 100 feet of spiderweb rope?
Not immediately. They're working on it though.
Okay.
Is it a team effort?
Yeah, there's a few working on it. I mean, you asked for 100-foot rope. It's gonna take a minute.
Yeah, but I just imagine
They're-
like
they're
two
making it for you.
spiders went butt to butt, so it's middle out.
So while they're doing that, I say let us explore this cavern a little bit further
Well, they're doing.
and go off to the
All right.
northeast cavern.
Tell the
Do
spiders.
you want more information from these spiders before my spell wears off?
Well,
We get one other shot at this.
do we want to ask them if they'd be willing to make us a path across the chasm if
Well,
we
it's-
ask?
We can do that.
And then Ulseth can ask them. But we'll just see if they're willing. Like, negotiate it beforehand, you know. Yeah.
Okay, so they want to be friends with us, so maybe that's what friends do, is they make
Spider bridges.
spider bridges with their
Spiderweb
butts.
bridges, yeah, across chasms if we need to cross them. Can you ask them to do that?
Sure,
Okay.
I can do that.
Well,
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah.
Excuse me, spider!
Yes.
Can you make us a bridge with your butts to go across a chasm?
You wish to cross the great chasm?
Yeah,
We might.
I mean, we might. We're trying to get out of here and exit to the north.
Oh, yes. That will take you there. We can do that for friends. It will take us, maybe longer than you like. But we can do it.
Well, how long would it take? We kind of have a lot of me behind us.
Spiderlings.
Several hours.
Well, several hours. That's.
oh,
I thought it was gonna like take days or something.
Is that spider hours? Or?
so what did they say? Could they do that?
Do you want me to ask? Do you want me to have them define spider hours?
No, I don't know. You're the one talking to him.
We'll take a couple hours.
Okay.
And did they say that that would get us out to the north?
Eventually.
For like 300 ninses?
I mean, if we can get one across, I'm sure we can get the rest
Oh,
across.
I guess that's true, yeah. All right, well, tell them we'll come back and Ulseth will ask if they will say we could use your help at the chasm.
I mean, can we just do that now?
Well, we
Or
don't
do you wanna
know.
keep exploring.
We don't know what's up ahead. That's all. We don't. There might be a way across.
There might be
Already.
multiple solutions to this puzzle.
Yeah, and
Depending
we
on our
have to clear
actions?
some rocks, probably.
I wonder if they're good at clearing rocks.
Probably not, but you can ask.
Oh, what good are you at clearing rocks?
It's not something we do often. We crawl through rocks, around rocks, over rocks, but we do not move rocks often.
We'll go on the rocks.
Okay.
Can I ride one of you?
I think you might be too big,
Can you cast
but
in little person?
Yes.
in
Do you
little
want-
person.
Reduce.
No, I like in little.
Do you want me
Little's a much
to? Do
better
you
word.
want me to waste a spell slot to in little or
Okay,
in
first
big?
off, let's talk about the definition of the word waste.
I need to ask the DM a question. How much of day 16 has passed?
I
Because
check
if
my
we're gonna
clock.
sleep anyway.
about half the day.
half
The
the
day
day.
is left. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
we
they
can
work
still
on it,
move
then we
along.
could explore camp and
We may be in a safe place to. Everybody's in these rooms right now.
yes, next to the smoldering pit of
No,
fungi.
they're not. No, they're
That's-
not close to it.
It's a little ways away.
And it's blocked off with a rock fall.
It's probably fine.
Is it? Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah. Could we see the map again just for a moment
Yeah, I can bring that back up.
while we're waiting for the spire to spin rope?
All right. Well, yeah, we can just have them create a passage across the chasm.
See the
And then-
fire is over there. It would have to go through one room and then come down, and
Up and
it's
over.
blockaded down
Let's
Well,
below.
just-
the chasm's up there, right?
Well, let's just peek up north, the tunnel up north, quick.
Yeah, to see if the tracks
Just to
cross.
see what we have
Because
there.
the tracks keep going north, but they're blocked there.
Yeah.
Well, I can keep talking to the spiders while you guys just take a look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It reveals track, chasm, and the other side of the blocked track.
So we should have them.
Oh, yeah, we can have them work on that part. Well, that's that. Is
Can we see
our
the
guide
tracks
going to
on
let
the
us
other-
know if that's
can
the
we
way
see
forward?
The tracks on the other side of the chasm.
Yeah, you can see the tracks on the other side of the chasm.
Oh, well,
Uh,
we have to get across
move
there,
there.
so.
Okay, well, definitely. Okay, and there's two rock. Yeah, this is what we need to do then.
Okay.
Please ask them to build it from one track to the tracks on the other.
Excuse me, Spider. We are going to need a bridge across that can handle 300 Mies. At the same time.
Is that all?
Do we want anything else?
Oh. Yeah. Ask them if they have money. I don't know.
They're simple people.
Oh,
They
they're
don't-
simple farmers.
simple farmers.
Ask them if you.
Ask them if they mind if all of our tabaxis walk through where their webs are, because that's the only way to get from where they are now to the others.
Like, is that going to be a problem if we walk through here, right?
Are there more friends?
Many. Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, there's a lot of us. Mostly me. Meow meow.
May we meet them?
Are you going to eat them?
We farm for food.
That didn't answer my question.
We don't eat flesh. We don't eat things that move. We like plants.
Well, I don't think they're going to eat us. I
Okay.
don't know really. I didn't do an insight check, but I'm pretty sure they won't eat us.
Can you ask them if I could try some of whatever they grow? I'm curious.
Why would you want spider crops?
I don't know. I don't know what spider crops are.
My friend wants to know if she can have some of your crops.
We would be willing to trade, but need food to sustain.
They need a trade for it.
Oh.
And they don't
like,
eat flesh.
What about like a little Santa hat?
That was a gift. I can't take it back.
What are they saying?
Is a little one after the spider hat just like following my leg around? Will that move on?
Yeah. No, it's still following you around.
I have, they want to trade? Here, I have a quarter stick of pretty good gum. See if they would like that.
What do you want to trade for?
We need food.
It has to be food, Olsef.
But we need the food too.
I was just looking for like a little like dish of it or whatever. But if we don't have food to really give up.
Yeah. I think we should keep our pools separate. Hey, where does that evil thing go anyway? Just into this hole?
Sometimes.
Does it come out of the same hole when it gets better?
Sometimes.
Because it's been pursuing us for like 2 weeks now. Because we heard it way back. So it's been like stalking around a long ways
Yeah, I think that it is now years away.
from being a problem.
I think that what we need
Assuming
to
a spider year is different, is the same as a
do...
human.
So you who are nines, have you asked them to build a bridge from track
Oh yeah,
to
they're
track?
gonna do it for us.
Oh,
They
good.
love me. I gave them a hat. I gave that one a hat.
I give one of them a quarter stick of pretty good gum.
We're gonna tell them what it is.
It is pretty good gum.
They
Mandible.
mandible it.
Does that work?
Not really, but yeah, why not?
I mean, sure, why not? I guess. Yeah.
Technically, spiders dissolve everything they eat and then just suck up the juice. But,
Well, they can suck up the juice from the gum because the flavor never disappears.
right.
We shall see how it tastes later. It must cook.
Okay.
They kind of carried the stick off, and there's a bunch of spiders, like, piecing it apart, and then, like, gooing on it. Yeah.
Do they start working on our bridge?
Yeah, they're working on the bridge.
And they're working on the rope.
Can we see the map once more? Is there any other place to go?
That you can
See?
see? No.
Just the tunnel where the
I'll bring it
horrible
back
creature
up.
went. Yeah.
And if you want to turn to a spider
guys are
yourself and walk
there.
around,
Yeah.
Crossing over here.
Do you want me to check these ledges on the other sides? Like that one on the right? And
No, I think that it is.
Well, I
think that we need to move along.
Well, we're waiting
yeah,
hours.
we have to wait.
Hours.
We can
Well,
probably
they
get a
built
long
the
rest
bridge.
anyway.
Why don't I turn into a giant spider and just crawl along the sidewall? I'll just check the ledges, make sure there's no, like, goblins with bows just waiting to shoot people for
Okay.
fun.
You go
And then-
do safety things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. So I turn into a giant wolf spider.
And which way are you crawling?
I'll start by crawling left, just along the wall.
They're going that way.
Yeah, I'm wall crawling, so it's like along the edge of the
Okay, Spidey.
chasm. And then I'll just try and circle as I go, unless I find something, the entirety of the chasm, to just check it for danger.
Okay. Yeah. And as you crawl across the ledge, Going first to your left.
Going west, yeah.
Yeah, going to the west. We're gonna take a break.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Oh,
We'll be back in a minute.
Thanks
So,
for sharing.
Maybe you'll do the same. I mean, the theme of this session has
Too
been
much information.
Too much information. TMI. We'll be back in a sec. And we're back, everyone, from our break. I used the bathroom, so congratulations to me.
I use it, and I can control the consistency.
Cool.
Did you make a bridge?
No.
In a sense. I don't know which sense.
When we left off, you guys were working with the spiders to build a bridge of their making across the large chasm, and they were working on that. And Soria had turned into a spider herself and was crawling along the wall, scouting things out, looking through the rest of the cavern here.
Yeah, making sure we're not going to have spore creatures attack us from the sides while we cross the bridge. All that good stuff.
You crawl along the wall, and you come to a little, like, alcove kind of space that doesn't seem to have really anything in it.
I say, there's nothing here, but it's just...
I don't know, does my speak of animal still in effect?
It's been long enough where it's just a 10-minute spell, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
It's been long enough now.
I don't know, can't I be so good at it by now that I get at least 15 minutes?
Just spell focus.
I'm open to story things like that, but
Not yet.
maybe not yet. I might let Nines have, because you have shown a dedication and obsession with talking to everything, maybe, and also a persistence in making the conversation happen, whether they want it to or not.
Except with that sloth.
So, well,
Yeah, I was not talking to that sloth. We were this close to casting Speak with Dead to that centipede, though.
yep.
If we found something close to a mouth, we would have.
Yep.
We were very lucky the DM didn't allow that to happen. So while Azoria is doing that, I'm wondering if the dragon creature had mighty dropped any of these wonderful pearlescent scales we saw earlier on. So I'm going to go doing just a little search back along the way it ran just to see.
Okay.
See how bad this fire is, too.
Yeah, and I'll check on the status of the fire.
Well, why don't we... Why don't we see if you find anything? Since you're looking for something specific, but all over quite a big distance, we'll do perception. That's what we'll do.
Am I still blessed?
No.
I don't think so.
And it doesn't work on ability checks.
No.
I mean, you could shout and ask if you can be inspired.
No, it's okay. 17.
Okay. You wander back through. You don't see any in the areas of the spiders or like all the way that it fled. But where you fought it, you do find one scale that seems to have fallen off and be in relatively good condition.
Ooh, we can have Dole look at that later.
And the horn.
Can you describe it?
Ooh,
By
I
how
wonder if we can
big
turn
is
the
it?
horn into an instrument.
It's about like 2 by 3 inches, and it looks like any dragon scale would. Otherwise, it's a
Okay.
pearlescent
How
color.
how big was the dragon horn that Nines grabbed?
That is about 10 inches. I've
Second
got a pregnant
question.
Pause, but
Can we hollow it out into an instrument?
I am sure that you could find someone to do that. I don't think that any of you have the tools or skill set needed to do this, because
Write that in our to-do list. We have that now. That's a thing.
Oh, you have a to-do list?
Yes.
Make to-do.
We might actually want to start doing that since we're going to have a lot of personal stuff we want to do once we get into civilization and not towing 309s.
And the fire.
So
Has the fire expanded, or is it just in that room?
Has it hit the farts? Yeah.
Well, there's
God,
fresh air.
We would have heard the boom.
Yeah, there's fresh air blowing through there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really good, lucky thing that there's fresh air blowing through there.
Well, they are also sort of segmented off,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, they are. There's a door and a landslide you cave in. So has the fire spread at all?
I'm going to say that we're going to have like a couple little different time frames going on right now.
Yeah. Since we're
Because you're
split.
crawling around, you're looking at the fire, you're
Looking at a horn.
looking at the horn you found.
Pretty neat horn.
Pretty nice.
Pretty neat. Excuse me.
Is the horn pearlescent?
The horn is kind of a pale white. It's like paper white.
Does it feel magical?
Whatever that.
I mean, dragons are innately magical creatures. Things from dragons retain some elements of their innate magical abilities. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is got like its own magical powers and stuff like that.
So when I turn it into an instrument, I can turn the fallen enemies into allies. Is what I'm getting from this conversation.
That is something you can choose to believe, I'm sure.
That is a thing that you thought. And you can continue thinking it. But, I mean, I would say something like a dragon's horn, even one as spore-filled as this, would, in the hands of a skilled enough craftsperson, they would, by default, make an exceptionally good instrument. Because it's just an amazing material. They don't really have this in 5th edition. It would be kind of like a masterwork version. It would probably allow you to like double your proficiency. But it's not necessarily magical. It's just really good. If you were to go through the trouble of making an instrument out of a material so rare.
So it's gonna happen, is what you're telling me.
No, that's what you're telling me. What you do, I don't tell you. But if that's what you want to do, I'm more than happy to try to figure out how to make it happen for you, pal. So, you're doing that. Ulseth, what you find is that the fire, and here's where the time differences that we're going to come to. The fire has, by the time you get there, and gone looking for a scale, which took you a little bit, you're looking for something not particularly big in a completely dark area. It takes a minute. By the time you get to checking on the fire, it's still got some fiery bits, but it's died down. It's not the roaring blaze that when you last checked on it was. And now to Soria, who's still crawling around, right? As a spider.
That's what I've been doing.
Arachnus Dethicus. You are...
Rectus Anoicus.
I am a giant spider, by the way. I'm a giant wolf spider.
Biggest Arachnus Dethicus.
There we go. Maximus.
Biggest
Yes.
Erectus.
Arachnus Dethicus
Wait.
Maximus. Alright. I'm gonna just sort of fill this in for you because you can eventually just see things.
All this stuff.
Okay? Reveal this map for all of our lovely ear watchers and eye listeners. You go a little bit further down, staying on the left side, and you see another inlet. This other pathway going in. And it goes further than the previous sort of shelves that you've seen off of these cliff sides. Do you want to go down it?
I mean, yeah, I'm alone. Why wouldn't I?
Split the party.
Okay. Sure.
I think to myself, Ulsa's probably looking for crap on the ground, and Nines is probably just watching spiders build a bridge while he plays with some random
They're
thing.
doing it with their butts. That's amazing.
I can even hear him say that down this echoey chasm.
As you go into this space, there's a not too very long tunnel, but it kind of winds around, curves back around, and you find a room with a chest.
Oh, nice.
And
Is it locked?
that's what's in here.
It's just a chest sitting by itself
Yep.
in the middle of a room.
Yep.
Like in the
cool.
middle of the room?
Yep.
Okay, that's not suspicious.
Yeah, and there's even like a little light that's shining
like
on
a
it.
shaft of light
Like a
from
little
like
shaft
a
of light that's
crack
shining
or
on it.
something.
That means it's safe. Open the chest.
I will-
Open the chest.
Check. I will drop spider form,
Okay, sure.
and I will check the surrounding area for traps.
Something we haven't done in like forever.
Okay.
We have some sort of rogue that could
Guidance.
do that.
All right, go ahead.
Is that investigation? I'm guessing.
Yes. Yes. I had a little brain fart there. I was like, what is it? That's the thing.
17.
Now, brain farts.
You
That's the
don't-
thing I wish I could control the
you-
consistency of.
You don't see any traps.
Oh,
Do you
nice.
smell any
Excuse me.
traps?
That was me farting, saying excuse me for it from my brain.
I checked the chest for traps.
I'm just going to include you checking the area, and that includes the
I
chest.
pass my hand under the beam of light and see if a giant rock tries to crush me.
All right. Do you do so quickly, slowly?
Yeah, I go-
Like, what's your technique? So, okay.
Yeah.
When you do so, nothing happens.
Okay.
Try it slower.
Is the chest
We're not there.
have a lock on it?
I want to give advice.
It does not have a lock on it.
How big is the chest?
It's about 3 feet wide, 2 feet deep, 3 feet tall. It's a fairly large chest.
I open the chest
Okay.
and make a save of some sort.
When you do that, you get to see what's inside the chest.
Ooh, I get to see it. You
And
guys
what is on
don't
the-
look. Cover your
What is on
eyes.
the inside of the chest is a little stand. It's kind of like a pop-up book. You open the lid and this like thing like kind of pops up right in front of you. And it has a note written in Glendrangan. And it reads, well, you found my treasure, which means the game is over. As it is likely quite a long time since the game started, please don't bother notifying the other players, as they're all likely dead at this point. Signed, Dratmug, Goblin Extraordinaire.
What was the name?
Dratmug.
Drat Mug.
Yes.
Does the note say that?
Yeah. He keeps carrying on this conversation, responding to the words that you're speaking
In my head.
in your head. Signed Dratmug, Goblin Extraordinaire. What was the name again? Dratmug. Dratmug? Yes. That's what's on the note.
Is there anything else in the chest?
When you do you lift up the piece of paper to like look at
That
it or
sounds
anything?
like a yes. I look it up. I look it up. I pick it up.
Okay. When you do so, I need you to imagine that underneath it there is a little bottle that has an elixir inside, because that's what you see.
A bottle.
Imagine what you see.
Yes, I'm trying to start sentences in a way that continues to make all of you feel like something horrible is about to happen.
Yeah. So there's how big is it like a little teeny bottle? Or is it like a regular bottle?
It's like a regular bottle.
So it's like a potion of some sort.
Yeah. It's a potion of some sort. And it's like fluorescent pink. Somehow a fluorescent pastel pink. You figure out how that works.
I'll imagine it.
Yep. That's what it is.
I'll take the bottle
Okay.
and put it in my bag.
Okay.
Is there anything else in the chest that I can see?
Nope.
Okay, I'll fold up the note and put it in my bag.
Is there anything on the back of the note?
Oh yeah, I'll check the back of the note.
Nothing back there.
I hold it up to the beam of light to see if there's a watermark.
It says you already won the you already won the competition. I didn't need to make you go through some sort of extra step to keep going. You found the treasure. Geez, stop looking.
I start to try and work out the code hidden in that statement. No, okay. I will turn into a spider and head back, I guess.
Okay.
After checking underneath the chest.
All right.
What was that roll?
What roll? So you head back? Oh,
Yes.
okay. As you begin to crawl along the wall, you continue to do so until you go all the way back.
Why are you screwing with me?
Because it's so much fun when you all have invented that something terrible is going to happen to you. It's just, it's tasty.
You should be like me, where I'm imagining turning this evil dragon horn into a musical instrument, and only good things happen when I do that.
Yeah, you won't unleash like an ancient evil or anything.
What's the odds of me doing that twice?
In 1 week.
Well,
At least 7?
I'd say somewhere between 8.9 and 100%, somewhere in there.
Alright, the spider comes back and turns into Soria.
Ah!
Hello, you who are
Why are
Zoria.
you surprised?
I'm just looking at this horn, it's all pearlescent.
So,
So what did you?
precious.
Precious.
So is there danger out there?
No.
Did you find anything?
Yeah.
What did you find?
Oh, a chest.
Was there something in the chest?
Yeah, a note.
What did the note say?
It said I found the treasure.
What was the treasure?
A potion.
What's the potion do?
I don't know, I haven't tried it yet.
Can I have it?
No.
What color is it?
Pink.
Like a normal pink?
No.
A-
Fluorescent pink. Pastel.
Wait. Are
Just
you
a-
sure I can't drink it?
I'm sure you could.
Should I drink it?
No.
Can you drink it?
Eventually.
Can we put it in Olsef's arm thingy?
Oh, probably, actually, yeah. There's an empty slot on that, right? You have that back, by the way. After the keep, I was wearing it temporarily for the
Oh,
Brukelion
that's right,
thing,
a long,
but,
long time ago.
but I did give that back to you. So, yeah, it's a pink potion. That's all. Do you want to see the note?
I put my reading glasses on.
And you read the note.
Yes.
Hold it up to the light. There's a secret code.
I hold it up to the darkness.
You don't see anything.
I squint.
Oh. Now you see the world, but with kind of your eyelashes in front of it.
Anyway, That's all. No, nothing dangerous from the looks of it.
Olsef, we're talking about the things we found. What did you find?
I found a dragon scale.
From
You
what?
want to see it?
What does it taste like?
I did not taste it.
Well, you should try it.
Would you like to lick it?
What? No, that'd be stupid.
From the
See?
spore dragon monster.
I do smell it, though.
Make a wisdom check.
What?
What does it smell like?
Daft.
Rot? It doesn't smell good.
I don't like the smell of that, Olsef. Put it back.
I did.
No, you just smell like it.
I put it in the pouch.
What, a smell-free pack?
I don't know what's that.
Now he smells like rot and oregano.
Yep.
Where are we gonna find someone to sponsor us who sells oregano?
It's like an Italian dish that was left out in the sun for.
Oh, Fazoli.
I said an Italian dish.
So,
Are they going to sue us now?
for making fun of them.
For making fun of them. I think if a restaurant could sue for making fun of them, every comedian ever would be in trouble.
If you want, I can do one under my Nines account. Just write a bad Yelp review.
Fazolis. So, how are the spiders coming along?
Yeah, how are they coming along?
Oh, they're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've been surviving down here for ages.
I meant on the bridge.
Oh, you can. It's right there.
Oh, I turn around.
They're just about done. I'm gonna like magical time pass here
Why don't we?
because it's not
Yeah.
worth like sitting around.
We'll have taken a short rest,
Yeah, you guys can have a short rest.
and then we'll start just getting the changelings in up through the tunnels to start getting ready to go across.
Okay, sure.
Now, if we're gonna do a
So-
short rest,
I'm going to take a short rest and use some hit die.
I'm going to. Wait, do I have to use? It's been a while. Do I have to use a bardic inspiration, or do I just get the Song of Rest thing?
Oh, I have no idea.
Song of Rest.
That one I'm gonna have to look up for you.
Yep. No, just when we do a short rest, you just get, and you spend a hit die, you get 1d6. Wow.
A short rest is an hour.
This is gonna be a long hour. We should have got the coconuts, and you could join in. We can have a jam
Oh
session.
yeah, I think they're just over there.
Yes. I'm not getting up.
Okay.
It's a short rest. I'm not getting up.
So there you go.
Yeah, don't want to wear
Well,
yourself
we're
out
only
for a
like
short-
30 seconds into the short rest.
Good point.
Time passes.
Oh, dang it.
Time passes. It still passes.
That.
Good.
Please stop.
Please clap.
Yeah, that's.
Now that song has stopped, I feel rested.
That Song of Rest actually got me up to max hit points.
Okay.
Alright.
You have moved the changelings,
Up
all
and-
of your traveling party, up to where you're going to cross,
Oh wow.
and your spider friends, the one that you've been talking to, and the one that you gave the Santa hat to, they come up as you're preparing to cross the bridge.
I can't speak with animal. I'm sorry, can you start over?
We were just saying goodbye.
Well, saying goodbye. Is there anything you want to say to them?
Oh, tell them goodbye. Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you.
That hat looks nice on you.
That hat looked nice on you.
Where are you going?
Out.
Out of the cave. Oh, I
Get a pack of cigarettes. at the gas station?
I'm going to
I'll be back in never. Right? Is this
What?
what you're doing?
No. We'll be right back. We're just going to the gas station.
Get some cigarettes.
I'm going to be saying to the changelings while he's chatting with the spiders. All right, we're going across the spider bridge. So we want to get as light a load as possible. So just turn into this. Hello!
So you
Okay. Hello. Hello.
we've got
Hello.
300.
Do,
Oh, yeah,
do they?
not sorry.
Does each
Not
one
sorry.
say that to us as they go across the bridge?
Oh, not each one. They say variations. You know. Hello. How you doing? How's it going? Sorry. Oh, my bad.
300 times.
Yeah.
So there's just like one in their underwear just strutting across the bridge.
They wouldn't have that knowledge.
I taught them.
It doesn't.
So
But
you
yes, that happens. The dummy says one of them apparently just gets down to their underwear and struts across the bridge.
who are spiders, thank you very much for the rope and the bridge. We appreciate your help.
You're welcome.
Also, you should kill that demon thing next time you get a chance.
We plan to move
Oh, where are you gonna move to?
near a mountain top.
Wouldn't it be like cold there?
Yes, but better than with this creature.
And they have a hat.
Yeah, they do have hats.
We wish to have large fields, but no one likes us outside.
Well, we'll try to find someone that likes giant spiders.
Oh, sure, why not?
I mean, we know lots of people.
Some of them are nice.
Yes, some of them like us.
Some ask for us by name.
Some get impaled by our captain when we, are about to die.
Anyway, we're getting across the bridge.
Okay, you guys.
The last Dromar goes across. It's
Okay.
a strangely shorter Dromar than the rest of them.
Goodbye.
Back into Nine Swarm now. You need that warm coat to stay warm and feet pads to keep
Oh
your
yeah,
feet.
bean feet. They do help.
Yeah.
Now I just imagine like half of them are nines, the other half are Dromars.
My bad.
Occasionally, some of them are just on each other's shoulders, and they're gonna just like.
There's some that are just like furry Dromars. It's like Dromar, but with Nine's coat.
No, we're not gonna do that. That's not a thing.
Hello. Hello. Hi. How are you?
So, we would like to continue north.
Okay.
In the usual order. Holding a flamey sword.
Unless there's more horrible monster cave.
You managed to get a little ways further for the day, but you spent quite a bit of time waiting for this. So camp is made not too very far down. Anything you'd like to do camping tonight? Can you prepare all your food this evening?
I can.
Hold your spell slots back.
I can do. In terms of water, I can make 20 times 60 gallons of water and 30 good berries.
All right. Is that gonna be enough for everything? I think it's enough.
It should be close, at least if we ration a little with the breakfast of whatever.
Lentil-
You can also argue that
lentil
you should
breakfast.
get a full meal since you're making all of these
I just
things.
eat a good berry,
Oh.
generally.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little tight tonight, then, but
Yeah.
mostly good.
I do fervent tech learning.
Okay. Go ahead.
71.
Okay. Anything else you all would like to do tonight?
Oh. Well, let's try the Ziffer again.
Oh, you're going back to...
Well, we can't do anything of the horn yet. Otherwise,
That's
I'd
true.
screw around with that. 24.
Okay.
That was better
So,
than
so 24 times better than my last roll.
Yes, it was. The next morning, you serve breakfast. And you have to set out one more time. Go ahead and roll Rock Possessor.
16.
A 16. Let me pull that one up.
I don't think we've had one in the teens late yet.
We might have a long time.
All right.
I got a 5 once.
That day, in the afternoon, you come across a summoning ritual. You're able to hear it from a distance and choose as a group to approach silently. And ensure that you don't alert this summoning individual. For when you get to the summoning ritual, you see that there's a single shaman, looks like a goblin, working to summon some sort of elemental. It seems to be a water elemental. The shaman is running around to different positions, performing different rites, chanting different parts of a summoning process, and then moving on. It's a very hurried little process down there. What do you want to do?
Do you need a hand?
What?
Oh, you just look really busy. Do you want help?
Who are you?
I'm Lions, how are you doing?
Fine.
Do you want help?
Does it look like I need help?
Yeah.
Yes!
I suppose you're correct.
Wait a second. Are you evil?
Might be.
An evil person would have lied.
Maybe they are lying.
What? No, then that would mean they're good.
Evil's sort of a subjective thing.
Yeah, but what are you doing with the summoning?
Summoning a water elemental.
Yeah, but why?
Mostly I'm thirsty.
I mean, we can just give you some water.
Yeah, I need a lot of water.
We can make a lot of water.
People need it to keep coming.
That's a good point.
Do you just gonna stick a straw in this water elemental, and have it walk around with you?
Yeah, it's gonna be my new buddy.
Oh. That you drink.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I wish I could drink my friends.
So,
Why? What? You?
do you want a hand?
Nope.
God, I wish I had a straw right now.
What's your
I don't.
what's your name?
Core.
Do we have like a diet version of you?
What?
Like some sort of core light?
No. That's stupid.
Do you want
I
help?
think it was pretty funny.
You stand there. You stand there. And you stand there. You stand there, pointing at Hoenn. You stand there, pointing at Javal. Okay, good.
I guess we just stand there. Why
Now-
not?
We
This seems
stand
friendly.
there. Yeah.
Now close your eyes and focus really hard on imagining water. You have to focus really hard. You need a lot of focus to summon something really good. Right? Right? Okay.
Right?
Yeah, and
I carefully cover all my pockets and things.
okay. You hear Core running around, continuing chanting, doing all these things. And then you hear the sound of kind of almost a wave crashing against a shoreline, and all of you are now very wet and in water.
Can we lift him out of the water?
So, do you open your eyes?
Well,
Okay, so you're all kind of in the water elemental, and it's a big one.
Big one.
This is a large size category water elemental. And Kor's like right in the middle and just like looks pleased as could be. He's got a giant grin on his face.
In the middle of the element.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Super happy.
Core seems to be hydrated.
The five of you are kind of on the edges, and the water elemental's like up to your neck. It's like, you know, kind of got a slope here, and you're on the edges of it, and Kor's in the middle, like just going, but cheering and looking really happy.
Enjoying drowning?
I mean,
I will step back
Okay.
out of the water.
all right.
I will too.
All right, everyone.
No, I take a sip.
Okay, you take a sip.
Oh no!
As a
it's
connoisseur
salt
of water. What's my opinion on the water?
It really doesn't taste like much of anything. It's very clean, crisp sort of water.
I stick my head into the elemental and go,
Okay.
Storm Grimmy?
Roll the d20.
Nat 20.
You did that. 20.
You gain that many temporary hit points.
20 temporary hit points.
Yes.
So they'll be gone by tomorrow, right?
So that we don't forget, no, these are different.
They're Storm Grimmy hit points.
Yeah, they're Sturm Grimmy hit points.
Alright.
They last until they are used.
Okay. Well.
Wow.
I have more health than Ulsa.
And you see, as you like say Sturm Grimmy, a little flicker of scales goes by in front of you, and you hear.
Storm Grimmy was in there.
What? I don't believe you.
I missed it.
I
Yeah.
stick my head in.
Nothing happens this time.
Storm Grimmy blessed me with immense fortitude. Punch me in the face as much as you want.
1 damage. 1 damage.
Wasting this.
Punching in the face a maximum of 20 times, a minimum of 5.
So are you happy, Core?
Core and the summoned water elemental are already like moving out through a different section of the cave, and they both seemed really happy about whatever this arrangement is. If a water elemental could like smile, it would have been. And Core just seemed to be like dancing with delight in the center, floating of inside this thing.
We probably should have asked him where he was going after he summoned.
Oh, he's going that way.
Where's that way? Was that where we came? Was it some other direction that we haven't gone down?
Yeah, I mean, there's a warren of tunnels. Javal's leading you through these things.
Just a lot of traffic in this.
I mean, not really. We've been down here for like
17
17 days, and we run into like 5 people.
Well, like 5 events. We ran into a lot of people.
Well, 5 groups, yeah.
So we continue to head north, I guess.
And it's a known smuggler tunnel.
You come to the end of the day.
Well, I wanted to see if Core left anything on the ground.
Core left a book.
Oh, I pick up the book.
It's How to Summon a Water Elemental for Fun and Profit.
I will put that in my bag.
Yep.
So
that's
he's
the book.
gonna profit off of this elemental.
Well, the book says how you can profit off of them, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee that that's what he's going to be doing.
Author's name.
Definitely did the fun part.
That seems to be very clear.
What's the author's name?
It's attributed to an author by the name of Glippy.
Glippy?
Yep. One word. Glippy.
Is their full name Drippy Glippy?
We don't know.
You don't know?
That would make sense.
Alright. Moving on.
So, you pass the rest of the day pretty uneventfully. You bed down for the night. And...
I learned more fervent tech.
Okay. Anything else that people would like to do tonight?
I assume I'm still too busy doing all the cooking, making all the food, washing Nine's clothes, probably.
Yeah, like I'm gonna take it off.
Also, it's gleaming.
That.
46 fervent tech learning.
Okay.
19 is that they're learning.
You're really bad at rolling.
Zither check.
It's like, Nines as an entity does not want to learn the zither, it seems.
You're really forcing yourself here.
Yeah.
Someone gives me a gift, I have to learn how to do. It's like when you like collect porcelain rabbits, and it's just because people just keep giving it to you, not because you actually want it.
Because you're known as the porcelain
Yeah.
rabbit guy now.
Right. Now you've just bought your 4th display case.
I'm like, what the shit? I don't. These things reproduce like.
Rabbit.
If there was like some metaphor that would work for the situation.
Yep, that happens. You are now the porcelain rabbit guy. So if you're looking to get David Wong
Oh
a
my
porcelain
God.
rabbit for any given reason,
Send it to P.O. Box.
When you start saying it to me, I am going to break them on YouTube every time.
I
So-
think you might have made it more appealing for people now.
So go ahead, ask us for our PO box. We'll smash it on YouTube.
There you go. The next morning, you wake up and head out, and Javal says, I think we're pretty close today.
That's
Pretty
what you've
close.
said the last 18 days.
That's right.
I've never said that before.
That's what I've imagined you've said.
Well, then you imagined that.
I believe you.
Pretty close to
Okay.
what?
The end.
Of,
The tunnels?
oh, I thought this was just our life forever now.
I mean, we've been under here for a little while, yeah, but... Seemed like an overreaction.
I'm just joking.
Can we roll a random encounter to see if we got out yet?
What?
After a few hours of traveling, you actually do reach the end of the tunnel system.
I don't get to roll.
What's this light?
You can roll.
Oh, yes.
You can roll.
65.
Nice.
65. Let's see what 65 gets you.
Oh no. I saw in the Dark Lord and we're dead.
A 65.
Magically transfers us
Um,
back to the entrance.
It brings you to
The exit.
the exit.
Thank you for letting me roll.
You're welcome. You see a little glimmer of light. And it's really pretty blinding after all this time underground with very dim light. You step out and you're in a little bit of a...
I quickly take off my goggles.
You step out into the light and you're in this very narrow, quickly winding
Canyon.
little canyon
Canyonlet.
in the mountains. And as you're wandering through, there's really nowhere to go but straight forward. The moment that the five of you reach the end of this and you're out in this little clearing, a whole retinue of royal guards that you recognize because of their super cool Power Ranger armor step out, surround you, and a dragon looks at all of you and goes, well, We've been waiting for you. Nice to finally meet. And that's where we'll end.
They waited 3 weeks for us to get out of there?
Perhaps. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens when we join them next week.
Is it... Okay.
Is it what?
Is it the dragon that we met way up in Nordfeld?
The one that
Captured Dromar.
captured Dromar?
So he owes me 50,000 gold.
No. To both. It's not the same one.
Okay.
We'll be back next week. Find out what this dragon and these royal guards have been waiting for. And
They are asking for us by name.
see where they go next. Until then, folks, take care of yourselves. We love you. Bye-bye.